system and be able to implement what he wants has been really awesome for me.
How about coach style from your standpoint? I know you've taken probably a number of things from your stops along the way, but when you come in and you're kind of fortifying your own style, what does that look like for Jesse Mermis right now with the Phoenix Suns?
Yeah, I think that obviously this is my 7th team. And I've been a lead assistant now for a while. So, it's more of what I would like to do for me is just make J.O.'s transition from assistant to head coaching as easy as possible for him and try to take some things off his plate. And so I've been able to be, with 2 first-time head coaches already, and I plan on helping J.O. with that transition based off of the experience I've had with, the other guys. And so, I just kind of want to figure out, as much as I can help, I want to help and bring some positive energy. I'm huge on that. I'm a huge positive beliefs is the foundation to all excellence, and I try to live that every single day.
That's fantastic, and it's tangible. You can feel the positive energy in the gym right now with the Phoenix Suns. We're so happy to have Jesse Mermis on board. Thanks for taking time to give us the scouting report tonight, and we'll look forward to doing this throughout the season.
Thank you, John. Appreciate it.
Suns fans, join FanDuel today. You'll get started with $300 in bonus bets if your first $5 bet wins. Plus, after the game tips off, you can even combine live prop bets into a same-game parlay for a chance to win big. Play your game with FanDuel, official sports betting partner of the Phoenix Suns. 21 plus and present in Arizona. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued is non-withdrawable bonus bets which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT STEP to 53342.
Suns fans, the game moves fast, and the ones who lead, they never slow down. And like your Suns, Ford is designed for the fast break. Quick off the line, strong in the paint, and always driving forward. With the unstoppable F-150 and Super Duty or the dynamic Maverick, Ford trucks are made to handle the pressure when it counts. So take the lead in a Ford, the #1 selling truck brand in Arizona. Only at your Desert Ford dealers, proud partners of the Phoenix Suns. Based on S&P Global Mobility Retail U.S. new vehicle registrations for the truck vehicle type CYTD October 2024.
At Bell Bank, the Valley is our home, and we're committed to investing in our community. With 4 locations across the Phoenix Metro, you'll find all the financial tools you need to reach your goals. Whether you're saving for the future, starting a business, or buying your first home, we have the experience and expertise you can count on. And we're proud to be the official bank of the Phoenix Suns. Visit Bell.Bank to learn more. Bell Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The home of Phoenix Suns basketball, Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Down the stretch we come here on the Suns Report, the very first one of the brand new season, which gets started tonight here in Palm Desert, California at Acrisure Arena. It's John Bloom, Tim Kempton with you to wrap up the report before we get ready for tip-off between the Suns and the Lakers. And we've danced around it, TK, but let's start talking about some of these new dudes on the Suns roster. No longer is Kevin Durant part of this squad. We know that he was sent to Houston in return. They acquired Jalen Green, a 23-year-old dynamic guard, along with Dylan Brooks, who is a 29-year-old veteran leader, gritty, gutty villain that you don't want on the other side, but you do want on your side. How do you feel about it?
I love all the things that they did. And I'll throw in the draft. Malawach at 10, Rasheer Fleming 31, Kobe Bray at 41, and then those trades. Dylan Brooks and Jalen Green bring you some experience. There's, Jalen Green, very young, but a guy that's played in this league for a little bit. And I think he's going to be dynamic again alongside of Devin Booker. I think the defense is going to get better. Dylan Brooks is an on-ball defender. We got Ryan Dunn. You got Oso. You got Malawach. You got Mark Williams. Big guys that protect and can play multiple positions on those high pick and rolls. Jalen Green, he gets in the passing lanes. So I think they're going to be much better.
Yeah, and we will continue to talk about all those guys and more as we get you ready for tip-off. It is the Phoenix Suns and the Los Angeles Lakers getting the preseason underway, and it's next on the Phoenix Suns Basketball Network.
Thanks for listening to the Suns Report, brought to you in part by Gila River Resorts and Casinos. Achieve legendary status. You do you at Gila River Resorts and Casinos. PayPal, preferred payments partner of the Phoenix Suns. And FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Make every moment more. Join us before every Phoenix Suns game for the Suns Report presented by PayPal. Now the stage is set for another great NBA matchup. Stay tuned for exciting Phoenix Suns basketball. It's coming up next right here on the Phoenix Suns Basketball Network.
It's any card for the win right now at Mountain America Credit Union, which means it's time to score some cash, up to $500. Simply use any Mountain America debit or credit card now until October 31st, 2024 to be entered into a weekly giveaway for up to $500. Visit macu.com/anycard for official rules or to apply for your Mountain America card. Loans on approved credit. Membership required based on eligibility. Offer can change or be withdrawn at any time.
The Suns are your game ticket to ride. When the Suns play at home, your game ticket doubles as Valley Metro rail fare. Good as early as 4 hours before the game and through the end of the transit day. Skip the hassle of traffic. Save on parking and ride straight to the arena. Exit on 3rd Street in Jefferson or 3rd Street in Washington. It's fast, it's easy, and it's all part of your ticket to ride. Find out more at valleymetro.org/Suns or download the Valley Metro app.
At Fry's, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix, guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with low prices in every aisle. And you never compromise your appetite with our golden brown bread that's baked fresh in store. And you never compromise your wallet with our low prices. Fry's shoppers never compromise. Fry's. Fresh for everyone.
Millions of fans agree. This Christmas tradition rocks. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, live in concert, presenting The Ghost of Christmas Eve, the best of TSO and more. November 30th, 2 shows, 3 and 7:30 p.m. PHX Arena. Tickets on sale now at livenation.com. Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
The Suns are your game ticket to ride. When the Suns play at home, your game ticket doubles as Valley Metro rail fare. Good as early as 4 hours before the game and through the end of the transit day. Skip the hassle of traffic. Save on parking and ride straight to the arena. Exit on 3rd Street in Jefferson or 3rd Street in Washington. It's fast, it's easy, and it's all part of your ticket to ride. Find out more at valleymetro.org/Suns or download the Valley Metro app.
KMVP FM Phoenix, Arizona Sports, the local sports leader on 98.7, the Arizona Sports app, and the Arizona Sports YouTube channel.
Phoenix Suns basketball is live and on the air.
On the air. It's time for Phoenix Suns action. The Suns are brought to you in part by Gila River Resorts and Casinos. Take it to another level with Gila River Resorts and Casinos. You do you. By APS, making every day brighter. Michelob Ultra, worth it. Schwartz Laser Eye Center, TeamEyeDoc.com, and FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Make every moment more. Now get ready. Here come the Suns.
Game number 1 of the preseason tonight as the Phoenix Suns visit the Los Angeles Lakers in their home away from home in the preseason here in Palm Desert, California. We come to you live from Acrisure Arena for the very first game of the 2025-2026 campaign. Good evening. Hope you're having a great start to your weekend. John Bloom along with Tim Kempton. Our engineer is Mike Noto. And we've got Ali Narini producing back inside the studio. And TK, here we are excited to watch the very first game that this group is going to go out and play. And I know that there's not a lot to take from a preseason game, especially when you consider there's a lot of missing faces on both sides, but there's still a lot to learn from this group.
There sure is. You'll be able to see the wheels start turning where they're going forward. We see the foundation that Jordan Ott and the players are laying for this season and for the years to come. Obviously, it's Devin Booker's team. That number one is a great starting point. Then you add pieces. You add a defender like Dylan Brooks, Jalen Green, a young up-and-coming player. You add size. And can we talk about this for a second?
We certainly can.
Why is there such a narrative that they're a small team?
You know, I have heard that, and we've heard it from both inside and outside the building to where the roster is maybe small. Then we take a look a little bit more carefully at the roster, and you even broke it down specifically to guys above and below, 6'7", 6'6"? So it's about the same.
We got 8 guys that are 6'7" or better, with 3 7-footers and a 6'11" guy in Oso Ighodaro.
Right.
And then we got 7 guys that are 6'6" and under.
Yep.
So I don't understand. Obviously, you're not playing the 7-footers all together at the same time, so I get that. But you still have Rasheer, you have Ryan Dunn, you have Oso Ighodaro. So I'm kind of confused as to, and then you look at the Lakers and I see 2 7-footers over there, but one guy that's probably not even going to make the team. So I just don't get the narrative that they're a small team.
Well, we're going to find out because I think maybe part of it is, Tim, that a lot of that size is unproven for the Phoenix Suns. So maybe people are looking at it and they're not necessarily understanding what they're going to get from a guy like a Rasheer Fleming, who you already brought up. Yeah. And there's high expectations for the young man out of St. Joe's, who they moved up in the draft a couple different ways to get him at number 31, the first pick of the second round in the NBA draft. But we will continue to kind of break down all the different positions. There's a lot that's up for grabs for this roster as far as the rotation is concerned, and potentially even the starting 5, which we'll get to after we take a quick break. Come back with more, getting you ready for tip-off. The Suns and the Lakers right around the corner from Palm Desert.
The wait is over. The 2025-2026 NBA season is here, and Suns basketball is back. Join us for the Coca-Cola and Fry's Food Stores tip-off on Wednesday, October 22nd at 7 p.m. against the Sacramento Kings. Every fan in attendance will receive a free T-shirt courtesy of Coca-Cola and Fry's Food Stores. Secure your seats today at Suns.com.
Federal employees keep our country going, and GEHA is proud to keep them going with health plans exclusively for them. We were started by postal employees in 1937, and today we offer all federal employees a network of 1.7 million providers and a health plan for every stage of life. That's why we've been trusted by millions of federal employees and retirees across the country since 1937. GEHA. Find your federal health plan at GEHA.com.
Every day begins with the promise of something new, a new perspective, a fresh start. At Banner Health, right here, right now, we're pioneering new ways to treat cancer with our own immune systems. We're among the first to treat Parkinson's with a patient's own cells. And we're a world leader in artificial heart implantation, all while training over 1,300 doctors every year. Impressive, right? It's just another Banner day. Banner Health.
It's any card for the win right now at Mountain America Credit Union, which means it's time to score some cash, up to $500. Simply use any Mountain America debit or credit card now until October 31st, 2024 to be entered into a weekly giveaway for up to $500. Visit macu.com/anycard for official rules or to apply for your Mountain America card. Loans on approved credit. Membership required based on eligibility. Offer can change or be withdrawn at any time.
The Phoenix Suns play here. Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Welcome back inside Acrisure Arena. Time for just a quick look at tonight's injury report. And for the Phoenix Suns, they are going to be without one of those newcomers we talked about. Jalen Green, who they acquired from the Houston Rockets in the trade with Kevin Durant, is dealing with a low-grade hamstring strain. Tim and I watched him working out. He's been involved in the practices. He's been involved in the workouts. They're hopeful that he'll be able to play during the preseason, but he will not play tonight. And Mark Williams is the other case for the Suns, and this was part of of their plan to get him ready, strength and conditioning-wise, for the season. The big man who they acquired in a trade with the Charlotte Hornets is not going to play tonight. They're also hopeful that Mark will be able to play in the preseason, but as far as tonight is concerned, he'll be a spectator over on the sidelines.
And a little note for all the naysayers, he is not hurt.
No, he's not injured.
Mark Williams is doing everything that he can possibly do. The Suns, if you know Mark Williams, he does have an injury history. The Suns are trying to prepare him so he doesn't get injured this year. And it's the strength and conditioning, it's the rehabilitation, it's working with the performance side of the Phoenix Suns staff, and he's doing an absolute killer job at it.
All planned ramp up to the season for Mark Williams, who, as Tim mentioned, has missed a lot of action. In his 3 seasons, he has played no more than 44 games in his season. All right, we're going to break in. We'll come back, starting lineups and tip-off. Coming up next.
Everyday community. Supporting. Giving. Every day at APS, we support Arizona community organizations and our customers, giving back to help Arizona teachers, nonprofits, and families, volunteering to support and strengthen neighborhoods, working with local partners to provide customers with crisis assistance and other services when they need it most. To help your community or find assistance for yourself or someone you know, visit aps.com/brighter. This ad is funded by Pinnacle West shareholders.
At Fry's, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix, guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with low prices in every aisle. And you never compromise your appetite with our golden brown bread that's baked fresh in store. And you never compromise your wallet with our low prices. Fry's shoppers never compromise. Fry's. Fresh for everyone.
At Bell Bank, the Valley is our home, and we're committed to investing in our community. With 4 locations across the Phoenix Metro, you'll find all the financial tools you need to reach your goals. Whether you're saving for the future, starting a business, or buying your first home, we have the experience and expertise you can count on. And we're proud to be the official bank of the Phoenix Suns. Visit Bell.Bank to learn more. Bell Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Oh, you didn't know? Gila River Resorts and Casinos is Arizona's #1 casino, and no one does it better. So, play hard, relax like a movie star, party like a rock star, and dine like a king or a queen. However you do you, no one lets you take it to legendary status like we do. Gila River Resorts and Casinos. You do you. Visit one of our 4 locations, Wild Horse Pass, Lone Butte, Beekweeva, or Santan Mountain, or visit GilaCasinos.com to learn more.
The home of Phoenix Suns basketball, Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Welcome back inside Acrisure Arena. John and Tim with you, and it is time for tonight's starting lineups. First for the visiting Phoenix Suns, as we talk about starting out this preseason. Last year, a 3-2 record in the preseason, and now the first of 4 games here tonight. They will take on the Nets coming up on Friday and Sunday of next week in China, in Macau, to be specific, as the part of China, the island that they will be visiting to play some basketball. And then they'll return home and take on the Lakers on the 14th of October to wrap up the preseason. For the Suns, they will get it going in the backcourt with Devin Booker alongside Grayson Allen tonight. As, again, we talked about Jalen Green being sidelined with a low-grade hamstring. He is expected to be that backcourt partner along with Devin Booker. The forwards tonight will be Dillon Brooks and Ryan Dunn. And getting the start at center is Oso Ighodaro. So you got those new twins that we talked so much about, or as you named them early last year, the draft class. Ryan Dunn and Oso Ighodaro did have impressive rookie years, and now they're going to be asked to do even more here in year 2.
Impressive summers as well. Both guys played in the summer league, looked good, and not only because of their play, but because of their leadership. And then they come in ready, excited to play this year, and expect them to be a big part of the Suns this season.
We talked about Jordan Ott. He is coaching his first game as the head coach of the Phoenix Suns. Was hired as the 23rd coach in Suns history earlier this summer. And on the bench beside Ott is Jesse Mermis, who we talked about in our pregame show, along with Damari Carroll, who coached the Summer Suns. Brian Randall's back for his second tour of duty on the bench with the Suns. So is Chasen Allen, who was on this bench last year. John Little was the coach of the Valley Suns last year. He moved up into the NBA bench with Jordan Ott, along with Mike Muscala and Sean Dwyer. Those are the assistants on the bench with Jordan tonight. Now for the Los Angeles Lakers, they're coming off a 50-32 campaign. They lost in the first round, you may recall, to the Minnesota Timberwolves and Anthony Edwards. And they are without Luka Doncic and LeBron James tonight. They'll start Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, Jared Vanderbilt, DeAndre Ayton, and Jake LaRavia. And yes, you heard that right. The former Suns #1 pick overall in 2018, DeAndre Ayton, now suiting up for the Los Angeles Lakers. How does that look to you, Ted?
Yeah, and it's a big season for him. As John Ireland talked about in our pregame conversation, he's at a crossroads, but the good thing, he's playing with a couple of guys that'll make him look really good.
Yeah, they're not there tonight, but eventually when Luka and LeBron are out there, DA should get some good looks. Now he gets the ball as the Lakers win the opening jump, and they work right to left to start things out here in Palm Desert. It is Austin Reeves stepping to his right, firing a three from the right corner. It's no good, but it's rebounded by LaRavia. He gets it back out to Reeves. Cross-court Vanderbilt in the left corner now. Hachimura on the drive. Running left-hander's no good. Offensive rebound to Ayton. He gets it back out to Reeves, who drills the three.
Yeah, just too many opportunities there. We talked about it a lot last year. Something you want to see improved is the defensive rebounding so they can get the ball and get up the other end of the court.
So the Suns will have it for their first offensive attack as Booker pulls up for a three on the right side. It's deflected by Vanderbilt from behind, and the air ball is taken by Ayton underneath the basket. So Book didn't see Vanderbilt coming to get him, and he was able to block that three. Now Reeves dribbling against Ryan Dunn between the circles. He spins to his left, drives the lane, floats in the air, and then gives to Hachimura for three. That one rolls off the rim, no good, and Oso Ighodaro has his first rebound. He'll bring it up himself. We talk a lot about his ball handling, and he does it so well, along with good passes. That time his pass knocked away by Hachimura out of bounds.
Yeah, Oso Ighodaro is going to have a big role on this team this year. You know, playing big. The big guy in the middle when they go small, but also when they want to go big, put him in a 4 spot with one of those 7-footers.
Now Hachimura almost a steal, but Grayson Allen gets it back, gives to Dunn. He'll pull up for three. That's off the back rim. Booker, the offensive board, gives to a wide open Allen for three, and that's good. Grayson Allen is going to make most of those when he's left all alone.
That wide open. He's had a tremendous, preseason and summer. I've seen him over the practice facility, he's making 15, 16 in a row and drills.
Austin Reeves on the drive, beats Oso to the bucket and lays it up and in, and the Lakers extend their lead to 5-3 as we are nearly 2 minutes in here in quarter number one of preseason game number one. And the Suns and Lakers underway with Booker dribbling in between the rings. Around a pick from Oso. Swings to Dillon Brooks for three. That's good from the right side. How about Dillon Brooks ingratiating himself to his new squad? One shot up and one shot down.
Yeah, you know him as a defender, but a guy that shot 40% from three throughout his career.
That one looked pure as LaRavia drags his foot, but got some contact and a foul as he got hit in the head, according to Danielle Scott, one of our three officials tonight. Carl Lane and Scott Twardowski are the others. LaRavia now to inbound on the far side. Lakers leading trailing it now 6-5 thanks to Dillon Brooks' three. LaRavia gets it knocked away by Oso. It's out of bounds, and it'll be Lakers basketball as Ighodaro the last to touch it. 9:35 left to go, quarter number one. Suns by a point, 6-5 on threes from Dillon Brooks and Grayson Allen. And now LaRavia lob into Rui Hachimura. He'll step back for a jumper, knock it down, and the foul over Ryan Dunn. That was a tough finish for Rui.
Yeah, Rui Hachimura's got to play a big role for this team this year. He's got to. They need that third wheel. Now you got obviously Austin Reeves in the backcourt, but you need some front court scoring. Obviously, DeAndre Ayton is there, but Rui is one of those guys who can kind of be that extra offense every night for these guys.
He definitely could. He's a good stretch fours. Averaged 13 a game last year as Booker takes it up the right wing, fades and hits as he gets knocked down to his backside. That's the prototypical Devin Booker fadeaway shot there, ending up prone on the floor, and he knocks down his first bucket of the night. Suns back up one, 8-7, 9:08 left to go in the first. DeAndre Ayton handling on the far side, and he gets a whistle and a foul called on the Suns. It's going to be on Dillon Brooks.
Yeah, that time they got a little cross match coming up the floor. Dillon had DeAndre in the low post defensively, and he's physical with them, just letting them know, hey, we're a different team defensively this year, and it starts with me.
He is going to send a lot of those messages, isn't he? As here's Austin Reeves dribbling against Brooks, top of the arc. He fades, then goes to his right, puts one high off the window. It's no good. It's slammed home by Ayton, but they're going to wipe it off and say basket interference on the big fella.
Yeah, again, great defense. You had Ryan Dunn starting on Austin Reeves, and they got the switch. It was Dylan Brooks. Really made him work on that possession.
Suns bring it up from left to right. Grayson Allen on the dribble. Takes it into the lane. Lobs a pass deflected by Hachimura. Stolen by Ayton. Ahead to LaRavia in transition. He crosses over on Brooks. Feeds Vanderbilt in the right wing. They work it to Reeves. Top of the key. Now in the left corner to Hachimura. Backing down on Dunn. Takes him to the baseline. Spins to the paint. Puts it off the window and in. Tough finish for Rui Hachimura again. He's got 4, and the Lakers go up 9-8. Speaking of tough finishes, the Phoenix Mercury falling in Game 1 of the WNBA Finals, 89-86. It's a final from Las Vegas. Game 2 coming up Sunday, and the good news for the Merc is they got time because it's a best-of-7 series. It's the first time in WNBA history, Tim, that they're doing 7 in the finals, and so Game 2 coming up on Sunday, and we'll see if the Merc can
that would have been
back.
a nice one. They led for most of that game. Would have been able to steal that first one, put pressure on the Aces, but the Aces show their mettle and come back and win that game.
And again, this is a Las Vegas team playing in the finals for the 3rd time in 4 years, so that's very familiar territory for Becky Hammond's squad. And Nate Tibbetts' team will try to bounce back Sunday. We wish him best of luck. Meanwhile, Grayson Allen just had a shot rejected underneath the basket. He'll trigger it in now on the inbounds and gets it to Booker on the baseline. He drives, fades, can't hit the shot this time, but he drew the foul on Jake LaRavia.
Devin Booker doing a nice job controlling the defender with his body.
You talked about it in the pregame, Tim, about this being a different feel for Book coming into year number 11.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily about the numbers, is it?
No, not at all. You know, and we've had a little time to talk with Jordan Ott. He's coming from Cleveland, where 2 of their top players, Donovan Mitchell and
Darius
Garland, thank you, played less minutes and had better years. So that's something that the staff and Devin Booker have talked about. You know, playing 8, 9, 10 guys a night, keeping Devin a little bit fresher, you know, for later in the season and late in game situations. So we'll see how that plays out. But, Devin's really looking forward to this year. Obviously, the expectations of last year falling so far short. And a guy that's really, really has made an effort to say, hey, I'm going to be a Phoenix Sun, and we're going to win here while I'm here.
Oh, yeah, he's made that extensively clear as he makes both free throws to put the Suns up 10-9, and now we get a whistle and a foul on the Lakers offensive set. 7:48 left to play here in quarter number 1. Happy to have you with us at Acrisure Arena in Palm Desert, California. After this, the Suns going to make the longest journey many of these dudes will ever make in their lives as they go to China. Take on the Brooklyn Nets. The Lakers, meanwhile, just go up north to the city by the bay and take on the Golden State Warriors. That's not nearly as far. Here's a lob down low. Austin Reeves has the pass almost out of bounds. Rui Hachimura tried to say that he was out of bounds, and now they'll give it to the Suns. So they turn him over and have the 1-point lead, 10-9 behind 4 points from Devin Booker and 3 each from Grayson Allen and Dylan Brooks. And again, we're going to be learning as we go about what roles all these guys are going to establish. And that's a big part of what Jordan Ott and his staff's job is right now. As Grayson Allen gets free for a 3 on the right side, that one rolls off. Nice give and go, though, between Allen and Booker to set him up. Couldn't knock that one down, and Austin Reeves will bring it up the floor. Gets a pick from Ayton, works to his left. Cross-court pass deflected by Brooks, but into the hands of Dalton Connect. His 3 can't go, and it's out of bounds off the fingertips of Bronny James, who just checked in for the first time tonight.
Yeah, they'd love to see Dalton Connect step up and become that 3-point shooter coming off the bench.
He certainly showed flashes, including blistering the Suns in the preseason last year for 37. As Grayson Allen, speaking of blistering, puts up another three straight through from the right corner. Allen's knocked down 2 of 3 from deep and leads all scorers with 6. Suns go up 13-9, their biggest advantage. 6:50 left in the first. Reeves, a lob to Ayton. He turns, shoots over Oso. It's too strong, and the rebound goes to Allen, who was helping out down in the paint. Now he brings it up, gives to Booker left wing. Hesitates, hangs, throws it back to Grayson on the right wing. He plays catch with Oso. Bounce pass to Allen, cutting. He'll lay it in with the left hand.
What a play by Oso, waiting for Grayson Allen to run off of him, get in front of him. So he throws a nice little bounce pass through traffic, and Grayson gets the layup.
Absolutely threaded that one, and Allen continues his hot start. 8 quick points. Suns go up 15-9. Timeout on the floor to the Lakers. 6:31 left to go. Quarter number 1 here in Palm Desert.
Give up bread to reach your health goals? We would never. Hero Bread makes soft, fluffy, and delicious bread, buns, tortillas, and more, all with ultra-low net carbs, 0 gram sugar, and high fiber. Each serving boasts more protein than conventional grocery store options, so you can crush your macros. Hero also drops other limited edition, ultra-low net carb baked goods, like rich, flaky croissants, and more. Find Hero Bread at your local Sprouts or Whole Foods Market, or online at hero.co. That's HERO.co.
The Phoenix Suns have a new coach, a new GM, and some new young and talented players, but some things remain the same, like D. Book and D. Schwartz. That's Dr. Schwartz for those asking. Yes, the team eye doctor of your Suns is back for his 26th season. While he may not be able to dribble behind his back, he is the most advanced LASIK surgeon in the Valley. So for those of you interested in LASIK surgery, the Schwartz Laser Eye Center is offering free consults in Scottsdale, Glendale, and Mesa. Call 480-483-EYES or go online at teamidoc.com.
Brian Adams, Roll with the Punches Tour 2025. A night full of hits, live at PHX Arena, Saturday, November 15th. With special guest Pat Benatar and Neil Giraldo. Get tickets now at LiveNation.com.
The wait is over. The 2025-2026 NBA season is here, and Suns basketball is back. Join us for the Coca-Cola and Fry's Food Stores tip-off on Wednesday, October 22nd at 7 p.m. against the Sacramento Kings. Every fan in attendance will receive a free T-shirt courtesy of Coca-Cola and Fry's Food Stores. Secure your seats today at Suns.com.
The Phoenix Suns play here. Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Well, the Phoenix Mercury are in the 2025 WNBA Finals. Unfortunately, just fell in Game 1, 89-86 in Las Vegas. But it's Mercury versus everybody, and we need you to create the best home court advantage in the WNBA. Be in the building for this historical Finals run. To get your tickets today, go to phxmerc.com/tix right now and get yourself tickets for Game 3 coming up on Wednesday, downtown Phoenix at the newly named Mortgage Matchup Center. Right now, we're at Acrisure Arena in Palm Desert. Suns leading the Lakers 15-9. And LA with the basketball. Austin Reeves has it in the forecourt. Finds Dalton Connect on the left side. Booker still out there defending. And now we're going to get a whistle away from the ball. Scott Twardowski calling a foul. And it's going to be on Oso Ighodaro.
Yeah, that's tough. They give the offensive player in the post a big advantage. DeAndre Ayton's got 2 hands in his back, pushing him off the mark, and he gets called for a foul trying to hold on.
So Ayton earns a trip to the free throw line where he misses the first. Still looking for his first point of the night. He's got a couple rebounds and an assist. DA coming into his 8th season in the NBA. Of course, spent that 1 year at University of Arizona, and the native of the Bahamas able to knock down the second free throw and make it a 5-point game. 15-10, he's on the board with his first point. Colin Gillespie out there running the point for the Phoenix Suns. He's with Booker, Ighodaro, Dunn, and Brooks. Here's Booker over to Gillespie, gets it back in between the rings. Around a pick from Oso, he dribbles to the right elbow, swings left side, Gillespie open for 3. That's off the front iron. Rebound battled for and taken by Dalton Connect. Lakers will bring it up from right to left with Austin Reeves dribbling past Booker, losing the handle in the lane, and a whistle and a foul called by Danielle Scott will send Austin Reeves to the free throw line. had some interesting conversations throughout last year, Tim, about the play style in the NBA.
Yes.
And we did go and meet with the league last month, and it seems like it's a lot of the same formula. They like the physicality that they added.
Adam Silver came out and said himself that he likes the physicality because the reputation of the NBA was that they didn't play hard until it got to the playoffs. So, once again, manipulation by the commissioner. Does not care about the game. All he cares about is the bottom line and his perception of what it does.
And it's an interesting story because there's a lot of people with their eyes on it, as they are usually, to watch the way the league is playing. As Oso Ighodaro makes a strong drive against Jackson Hayes, takes him all the way to the rim. Couldn't get the finish, but he did draw the foul. It was a nice move by Oso.
Yeah, and again, just going back to that point, there is such a wide discrepancy of what is a foul and what isn't a foul. So that's the hard part. You know, if you're going to let them play through everything. If you're going to, call it tight on everything. And, so that's always been my thing. Just be consistent.
Yep.
And it's consistent throughout the night. It's not, this time it's a touch foul because it was in a soft little touch on his forehead compared to a forearm shiver in the guy's back. It just makes difference. Yeah, it makes absolutely no sense to me.
Oso Ighodaro unable to hit from the free throw line, but his second one rimmed off, and there was a battle for the board. The Suns are going to inbound on the far side, so they get the basketball, even though Oso went 0 for 2 from the line. As Booker turns, shoots, and it's rejected out of bounds by Williams, who just checked in. That was a nice defensive play, defending against Devin Booker. And now it'll be Oso getting the inbounds pass on the far side. He hands it off to Gillespie. No look pass done. He'll lay it in reverse style over his shoulder. That was a nice feed.
Yeah, you'll see that a lot. That's something that they practice every day. A guy driving to the middle and someone cutting along the baseline. They talk about it as the dunker position at times, but you'll see a lot of even guards, running along that baseline looking for that pass.
Now we get Bronny James doing a little dribbling show, takes it and then backs up for a shot that doesn't go. Oso Ighodaro racing towards the rim, got shot taken away by Jackson Hayes. Looked like some contact there, but no whistle. And here come the Lakers the other way. Suns leading 17-12. We've got just under 5 minutes left in the first. And dribbling in between the rings for the Lakers right now is Nick Smith Jr. And we're going to get another whistle away from the ball. It's going to be a foul on L.A.
And to me, looking at that, we had the advantage of seeing the play before. The play before was when the foul should have been called. So Jackson Hayes does, when you got away with one, don't come back and set another screen because they're going to make up for it, which the official did on that play.
So here come the Suns now, working left to right with Gillespie waiting on a screen from Oso. He'll pull up for a deep three. Missed everything on that one, and it sails out of bounds. Back to the Lakers.
Another guy that has had a great shooting camp.
Yes, he has.
Really shooting the ball well.
Supremely confident out there, Colin Gillespie. In practice, as we've been looking on at the 5G Center in Phoenix. Gillespie gets back on defense against Bronny James right now. He's dribbling on the right wing. Brooks switches on James, who crosses over, gets into the lane, fades, and misses the jumper. Rebound knocked away from O'Neal, taken by Oso. Here comes Gillespie. Gives to Booker, racing into the lane. He'll put it up on the run. No good, as he ran over Jackson Hayes. No whistle on that contact. And coming away with it is Nate Williams. He gets it up into the right wing for Nick Smith. And now Williams dribbling over to James, and we get a whistle and a foul as Gillespie ties him up. Carl Lane was right there, and Colin Gillespie whistled for a foul.
Lakers have been in the 1-1 now. They've gone to the free throw line how many times, John?
The Lakers as a team are 3 for 5.
3 for 5.
Suns are 2 for 4.
Suns coming on shooting fouls. The Lakers are in the 1-1 bonus already.
Bronny James at the line right now, rocking some super shiny gold kicks. You like those? Would you ever put like gold footwear on? No, I don't see you rocking that, but it looks good on Bronny.
Yeah, too flashy for my style.
And it's a 4-point game, 17-13. Suns on top, 4:02 left to go. We're going to see Nigel Hayes-Davis for the first time in a Suns uniform.
Great season over in the European League.
Yes.
Winner,
MVP.
MVP of the Euro League.
Fenerbahce? You taught me how to say that years ago. And Nigel Hayes-Davis makes a quick impact as he gets a rebound off the missed free throw from Bronny James. Here's Gillespie driving into the lane, spinning, fading for the right elbow, in and out, no good. And the rebound battled for, taken by Hayes in front of Nick Richards, who just checked in for the first time as well for the Suns. Out there with Grayson Allen, Royce O'Neal, Gillespie, and Hayes-Davis. Here's a drive by Jackson Hayes, and he can't get it to go, but another foul is called. And Hayes will get to the free throw line.
We'll get the replay, get to look at it a little bit better. Oh,
good looking block from Nick
sure
Richards.
Did look pretty good.
Came from the backside, maybe got a little bit of Hayes in the body. And so Jackson gets to the line, and the former Texas Longhorn puts the first one up and in and makes it a 3-point game, 17-14. 3:39 left to go in the first, and now that we do see Nick Richards,
yes,
it is going to be interesting to watch this center rotation all season, isn't it? We haven't seen the number 10 pick in the draft yet. Come on, Malawatch, and I know there's a lot of Suns fans excited to see what he can do, and there is an expectation, certainly, that he will get his opportunity, not just here, but throughout. Suns have the ball, leading by 3 after the missed free throw, 17-14. Gillespie gets it picked away by Williams. He lobs a pass stolen by Allen. Now it's ahead. O'Neal for 3. He missed it on the left wing, but Hayes-Davis gets the rebound for the Suns and resets to Royce O'Neal. Swings right side, Gillespie. Penetrates, bounce pass underneath. Richards will throw it down, and the foul, the deuce, and the damage for Nick Richards, all set up by a beautiful feed from Colin Gillespie.
Yeah, and it was a great seal by Nick Richards. Had the smaller Dalton connect on him, just held him on the top side, gave that angle for that bounce pass to come through, and he just goes to the rim and finishes through the little contact from behind.
So let's get back to that center conversation, because we did get a pretty good kind of intel discovery with Jordan Ott talking about how it might work. They're all different, aren't they? All the
they
big
sure
fellas.
are. Obviously, you want Mark Williams to be your starter. He's obviously the most talented guy. And, 16 and 11, 16 and 10 in those 42 games, being injured often. Very good at that position.
As Richards knocks the free throw down, then Royce O'Neal gets the steal on the inbounds pass. It's an open 3 for Gillespie, and he hits from the right wing. Suns go up 8, 23-15 after the three-point play. Conventionally from Richards, it is a 3 from Gillespie from downtown. And an 8-point lead with 2:45 to go. Here's Connect on the dribble. Swings left side. Nick Smith for 3. That's off the back iron. No good. Hayes-Davis up high for the rebound. They bring it up. Swing to Gillespie. Left side O'Neal for 3. That's good for Royce O'Neal.
Yeah, they got a lot of shoot, a lot of makers. More importantly, anybody can shoot it.
You want the makers?
Yeah, the makers.
That's who you really want. And Royce O'Neal is one of those. He knocks it down, gives the Suns their first double-digit lead of the night. We get a timeout for the Lakers. 2:31 to go in the first. It's Phoenix 26, LA 15.
Doug. Limu and I always tell you to customize your car insurance and save hundreds with Liberty Mutual. But now we want you to feel it. Cue the emu music, Limu.
Save yourself money today. Increase your wealth. Customize and save, we say.
That may have been too much feeling.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Savings vary. Underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates. Excludes Massachusetts.
Suns fans, join FanDuel today. You'll get started with $300 in bonus bets if your first $5 bet wins. Plus, after the game tips off, you can even combine live prop bets into a same-game parlay for a chance to win big. Play your game with FanDuel, official sports betting partner of the Phoenix Suns. 21 plus and present in Arizona. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued is non-withdrawable bonus bets which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342.
Suns fans, a new season means a new chance to shine. And just like your Phoenix Suns, Ford's starting lineup is ready to rise to the occasion. Whether it's the strength of F-150, the boldness of Bronco and Bronco Sport, or the speed of Mustang, Ford brings the power, style, and capability to drive what's next. So rise and shine, Suns fans, and get behind the wheel of your new Ford truck or SUV today. Only at your Desert Ford dealers, proud partners of the Phoenix Suns.
Arizona Sports, the local sports leader. Mornings, it's Bickley and Marotta, 6 to 10 a.m. Bickley and Marotta, 6 to 10 a.m.
I like Vinny a lot. I like you too, Bick.
Middays, it's Wolf and Luke, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Wolf and Luke, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. What is up? What's going on, Luke? Afternoons, it's Burns and Gambo, 2 to 6 p.m. Burns and Gambo, 2 to 6 p.m.
Bernsey, what's going on?
Arizona's biggest sports personalities are on the local sports leader.
Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
The home of Phoenix Suns basketball, Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
2 minutes, 31 seconds left to go. Quarter number one here in preseason. Game number one. Acrisure Arena in Palm Desert, California. John Bloom, Tim Kempton, our engineer Mike Noto with you. Ali Narini producing back inside the studio, and hope everybody's having a great start to your weekend, wherever and however you happen to be tuning into Suns basketball. Suns leading the Lakers 26-14, doing some good sharpshooting here in the first.
They sure are. Shooting the ball well. They've got great spacing and ball movement. Getting back to those bigs, yeah, you start with Mark Williams. Obviously, Nick Richards has got some experience. And then you work in Kaman Malawach. You know, give him some experience. He'll probably play down in the G League a little bit to get some more reps. And then you throw Oso in the front court as well.
And you love what you see from the standpoint of the flexibility with Oso, because you think he might be able to be out there with another one of those bigs at some point as well. Here's a lob down low. Richards open again. He'll throw it down again. His second jam time of the night, and the Suns doubling the Lakers 28-14 with 2 minutes left here in the first. Here's Jackson Hayes holding on the right wing. Hands it off to Nick Smith. Dribbling against Gillespie. Smith, underhand pass to LaRavia left wing. Gives an elbow to Gillespie, then loses the handle in the lane and walked with it.
And again, you see the pressure. You see the physicality up and down the lineup. Really putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers out top. Fighting over the screens. Big showing, not letting them turn the corner.
Suns as a team right now, 5 of 11 from deep. That's 46%. Lakers have missed 5 out of 6 from beyond the arc, and so that's a big reason why we've got this discrepancy, 28-14 on the scoreboard. Here's Grayson Allen. He's already knocked down a couple of those threes. Bounce pass to Gillespie left side. He penetrates, gives to Richards, hangs in the air, throws it off the window, no. Tip up, no. Rebound battled for. Richards lost it. Hayes Davis got it. And then we get a whistle and a foul on the Lakers.
That's another area that the Suns have definitely focused on is offensive rebounding. You know, they don't want guys just shooting the ball up and kind of getting back on defense. They want people going to the glass, pressuring up, trying to get some easy buckets.
It's been kind of a cyclical thing in the league, hasn't it? And so, like, some teams just dedicate themselves to crashing the glass. Others just disregard it completely. It's a bizarre behavior if you look team to team around the league. But now the Suns want to make it a focal point as Reeves drives the lane, layup high arcing off the window goes for Austin Reeves, to the delight of the Lakers fans here, and he's got 9 to lead LA. 28-16, Suns on top. Gillespie around a pick from Richards, dribbles to the left wing, crosses over, had his pocket picked briefly by Vanderbilt, trying to grab it on the far side, and he's tied up. Vanderbilt and LaRavia were both there bothering Colin Gillespie.
Yeah, I think it's going to stay Suns ball as one of the Lakers was stepping out of bounds, trying to pick it up off the floor.
That was the ruling there. Carl Lane was right there to call it. And so Royce O'Neal will do the honors and inbound in front of the Suns bench on the far side of the court from where we sit here at Acrisure Arena. Grayson Allen gets open for a 3. That one's too strong. Rebound fought for. Hayes Davis hits the floor again, comes up with it, gets it out to Richards. Now it's O'Neal for 3. Yes, sir.
And as you said, Hayes Davis was the first one on the ground. He comes up with the ball. Defense is out of position. They find Royce O'Neal for the open 3.
He's been out there a matter of 3 minutes. He's already got 4 rebounds and just picked up an assist as well. Nigel Hayes Davis showing off the hustle, and it was Royce O'Neal showing off the touch as he gives the Suns a 15-point lead. Vanderbilt tries to answer with a 3 of his own from the left side, but that's no good. Short, goes out of bounds, and the Suns will get it with 26 seconds left here in the opening quarter. 31-16. Impressive start to this preseason campaign for the Phoenix Suns, albeit Lakers playing without Luka Doncic and LeBron James. Suns missing a couple of their guys as well, expecting Jalen Green and Mark Williams to be starters, but those guys sitting out tonight. Here's Grayson Allen dribbling with 10 seconds left in the quarter. He gives to Gillespie, fakes the three, gives it back to Allen. He'll fake, step to his right, bounce to Gillespie for three. That's around the rim, no good. Tip up, no. 1 second left, and that's going to do it. At the end of the first, it's the Suns leading by 15, 31-16, as they get a solid distribution and scoring, led by 8 points from Grayson Allen and 6 off the bench from Royce O'Neal. We'll take a break, come back with quarter number 2 next from Palm Desert.
At Bell Bank, the Valley is our home, and we're committed to investing in our community. With 4 locations across the Phoenix Metro, you'll find all the financial tools you need to reach your goals. Whether you're saving for the future, starting a business, or buying your first home, we have the experience and expertise you can count on. And we're proud to be the official bank of the Phoenix Suns. Visit Bell.Bank to learn more. Bell Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Every day begins with the promise of something new, a new perspective, a fresh start. At Banner Health, right here, right now, we're pioneering new ways to treat cancer with our own immune systems. We're among the first to treat Parkinson's with a patient's own cells. And we're a world leader in artificial heart implantation, all while training over 1,300 doctors every year. Impressive, right? It's just another Banner day. Banner Health.
Yates Buick GMC is proud to introduce our 2026 starting lineup of vehicles built to perform. Leading off, the GMC Sierra 1500. Power, capability, and strength. Up next, the Buick Envision. Sleek, stylish, and designed for comfort. And holding it down, the GMC Yukon AT4 Ultimate. Bold, rugged, and ready for anything. Yates Buick GMC, serving the Valley for over 40 years with honest prices and world-class service. Visit us in person or online at yatesbuickgmc.com.
The wait is over. The 2025-2026 NBA season is here, and Suns basketball is back. Join us for the Coca-Cola and Fry's Food Stores tip-off on Wednesday, October 22nd at 7 p.m. against the Sacramento Kings. Every fan in attendance will receive a free t-shirt courtesy of Coca-Cola and Fry's Food Stores. Secure your seats today at suns.com.
The Phoenix Suns play here. Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Welcome back inside Acrisure Arena in Palm Desert, California. 1 quarter in the books. Tim Kempton and the Suns up 15 on the Lakers, 31-16. What'd you like?
Yeah, I like the balance. You know, the Suns have 7 guys out of the 9 that have scored. You know, guys off the bench coming in and having an effect. Nick Richards, Royce O'Neal, and Colin Gillespie all doing a nice job, rebounding the ball well. You know, we always look at that turnover number. So only 2 turnovers in the quarter, and they've had 26 shots to the LA Lakers 16. That's something that we talked quite a bit about last year, and other teams coming up with more shots than the Suns.
How about 10 assists in that first quarter as well for the Suns? Pretty impressive stuff as now they get back on defense, or rather on offense, and Vanderbilt on defense just steals the ball away from Oso Ighodaro, dives on the loose ball, and now Ayton gives to LaRavia on the right wing. He spins on Allen, swings to Hashimura left side. Austin Reeves in between the rings, dribbling against Hayes Davis. Goes behind his back, and then we get a whistle. And it's going to be a turnover on the Lakers.
Yeah, I think they called 3 seconds on DeAndre Ayton. There's definitely a focus for the Lakers when DeAndre Ayton's on the floor to get him the ball in that low post area.
They have been feeding the big fella. He hasn't been able to hit a field goal yet, but he has 1 point, a couple of rebounds and an assist. Is now Oso Ighodaro, gets it up on the left side against Ayton. Dribbles around a pick from Allen. Goes strong to the rim, tried to jam it, but the ball was knocked loose on his way. And Oso Ighodaro picks up the foul on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first.
And there's a great example of Oso and how he can stretch the big. He sets the pick and roll, he kind of pops, gets the return pass, and then takes their big off the dribble. And DeAndre is one of the more athletic centers. So if you can do it against DeAndre, think about some of the other bigs that are going to have to worry about Oso doing that to them.
It's a great point. And use his quickness, his ball handling ability, which is excellent. And then there's the talk about his jump shot, Tim, and I'd love for you to touch on it because, again, Oso in his second season out of Marquette, we knew when he came out that was not his strength. The jump shot wasn't what he was going to go to or use. He's got a push shot that he does trust in the lane, but it's still something in progress, isn't it?
It's definitely a work in progress. That's the main focus. He does everything else so well.
He really does.
If he gets a free throw line jumper, then as they say, it's really tough to guard.
Here tonight, he's 0 for 4 from the free throw line. Oso still looking for his first points, but he's doing so much else. Now Royce O'Neal gets a steal. He's going to bring it to the forecourt. 3-on-2. Finds Hayes Davis for 3. Yes, sir. Nigel Hayes Davis with his first jumper up and in a Phoenix Suns uniform, and he knocks it down from deep to give the Suns a 34-16 lead. 10:40 left here in quarter number 2. Ayton at the free throw line. Spins on Oso, starts to drive, then loses it out of bounds. It's going to be Lakers basketball, says Danielle Scott, as it went off the foot of Iguodaro. He doesn't think he touched it. But again, DeAndre Ayton.
That's something we haven't asked Jordan out about, his use of the challenges. Does he use them early? Does he use them late? What's his thought process?
He might not even have that down yet. Here's a shot up, no good by Reeves, and LaRavia trying to save it off of Gillespie. It goes out of bounds, and it will be Lakers basketball as Jake LaRavia was able to make that work, although it came with a bunch of spilled liquid courtside, so we might have a little bit of a delay in the action.
Clean up in the aisle.
We got some serious towel work being done where the prices are high, even in a preseason game, I would imagine, to sit courtside in an NBA game.
Oh, yeah, NBA game, the Lakers, sure.
So you're going to have you take your time and clean that up before they get back to action. Suns leading 34-16. We've got 10:22 left, quarter number 2. And right now they're going to get a new rock.
They got to change the ball.
Yeah, that was a messy basketball.
Beverage, yeah.
Even if it was a soft drink, it's not normally something you want on the ball. Yeah. So we're going to get it all sorted out right now after the mop-up duty is complete. And Jake LaRavia getting ready to inbound for the Lakers. On the floor, they've got Austin Reeves, DeAndre Ayton, Jared Vanderbilt, and Rui Hachimura. This is the 5 that J.J. Redick started the game with. And Jordan Ott countering with Gillespie, Allen, Iguodaro, Hayes Davis, and O'Neal. Ayton on the drive. Got it stripped away out of bounds. Looked like it went off his leg, but they're going to keep it with the Lakers. A nice defensive play by the Suns.
It sure was.
Down to 6 to shoot for the Lakers here. With 10:15 to go now on the clock. LaRavia inbounds to Reeves. Dribbles on the right baseline. Up fake, then he ducks under, throws the shot up and in, and the foul on Oso Iguodaro. So that's Austin Reeves just getting creative and improvising. Able to get into double figures with 11 points on the night, and he'll have a free throw to try to make it 12.
Yeah, he's one of the guys that has to carry these guys a little bit in a game like this. Obviously, you're not really worried about wins and losses. But someone that can create his own shot.
He certainly can do that.
Yeah.
He makes the free throw as well. Reeves with 12 points to lead all scorers. Coming off a season where he averaged 20.2 a game in his 5th out of Oklahoma. Here's Grayson Allen driving through the lane. Feeds Gillespie. Another 3 on the way. That one rims off. Oso had it, lost it, but O'Neal comes up with it. And the Suns reset. It's Hayes Davis near midcourt, dribbling over into the middle of the floor and hands to Oso. Gets it back, shoots a 3. Missed that one, fading to his right. And DeAndre Ayton is there for the board. Here comes Austin Reeves up the left side, hanging, hitting LaRavia for a 3, and that one's good for Jake LaRavia.
Austin Reeves making plays right now, whether it's for himself or dribble penetration and finding a teammate.
Now the drive and dish comes from Gillespie to Iguodaro. He gives it down low to Hayes Davis and back out to Oso. Gillespie at the left elbow. Right wing, Allen. A wide open 3. Around the rim, no. And a whistle and a foul as Austin Reeves hit the deck.
That was great movement by Grayson Allen, moving without the ball, getting to a spot where the passer can find him. Guys don't have eyes behind their heads, so if you stay in a spot, but they can't find you, Grayson Allen doing a nice job flattening out to the wing so he could be found.
And he did get a really good look.
He sure did.
Wide open, and most times he's going to knock that down. Tonight, Grayson Allen 2 for 5 from deep, 3 for 8 from the floor as Ayton saves it in for Hashimura on the left wing. Now Reeves spinning on Gillespie. He fades and hits from 12. And Austin Reeves having his way right now. He's got 14 points, and it's a 10-point Suns lead, 34-24. They've been stuck on 34 for a while. Royce O'Neal going to try to get him unstuck. A 3 from the left wing. No. Off the back iron. LaRavia the long rebound. Ahead to Hashimura in transition. Gets to the rim. Missed the runner. And it's Royce O'Neal the rebound after Rui Hashimura short-armed the drive. Grayson Allen trailing the play. Gives it back to O'Neal. And now he gets it back at the top of the arc. Royce comes to set a screen, then slips it. Gets it from Grayson. Swings to a right wing. Nigel Hayes-Davis 3. That's short. And Jared Vanderbilt there to knock it over to Austin Reeves. Lakers have it down 10 with the ball. Reeves on the drive, got it knocked loose and stolen by Iguodaro, but a foul called by Danielle Scott. And that'll go on Oso Iguodaro. So Oso picks up his third personal. And that sends Austin Reeves back to the free throw line where he's 3 for 3 so far tonight. Shot 88% last year. And again, a three-point marksman as well at 38%.
Yeah, and if you listen to our pregame show, John Ireland talking about Austin Reeves is a guy that can be a free agent this offseason.
Don't think Lakers fans would like to see that.
No, not at all.
We get another substitution for Jordan Ott. We're going to see Jared Butler for the first time tonight. Butler in his 5th season out of Baylor, and a point guard who is one of the few guys that plays that spot on this roster. So he'll get an opportunity to be out there with Colin Gillespie right now. And we're going to get a collision at the top of the arc between Vanderbilt and Iguodaro, and Oso will pick up foul number 4 on that one.
I think they called it on Royce O'Neal.
Did they give it to Royce? Oh, yeah. He's talking to Carl Lane about it.
And Royce is saying, hey, yeah, I shoved him because he was grabbing me. He had 2 arms holding my waist. I couldn't get free.
So Royce picks up his second personal. And here come the Lakers down 8 with the ball after the Suns had jumped that lead up to 18. Reeves on the dribble, drives through the lane, throws to Hashimura left corner, out to LaRavia, steps to his left, shoots another 3. That one's no good. Gillespie the rebound. And he'll hustle it ahead for Oso into the forecourt. He dribbles on Ayton, gets to the rim, blocked from behind by DeAndre Ayton and taken by Hashimura.
Suns with only 3 points in the quarter so far.
It has been a struggle here in the second. Hashimura gets a foul called as he gets a nice pass down low and then drew the contact from Jared Butler. And Butler will pick up his first personal. That's going to send Rui Hashimura to the free throw line where he is 0 for 1 so far on the night. 7:38 left to go here in the first half. First free throw is good.
11-3 in favor of the Lakers so far in this quarter here. 7:38 to go. So they've found a little bit of a rhythm, and the Suns stopped making their threes.
And so Jordan Ott's going to go to his bench and bring Devin Booker, Ryan Dunn, and Dylan Brooks back in. Gillespie, Hayes-Davis, and O'Neal all go to the bench. One more free throw coming up for Hashimura here. He bends, shoots, and hits. 34-28. Suns lead down to 6 with 7:38 left here in the second quarter. Coming to you live from Acrisure Arena in Palm Desert, California, where the Firebirds are normally the team of note, the hockey team that plays here and calls this place home. And I know Tim and I have mentioned this before, but we really enjoy this arena. It's a nice little hockey arena. Here's a solid drive by Jared Butler, who got to the rim and laid it in for his first points in a Suns uniform. And now DeAndre Ayton trying to counter. He can't get the running left-hander to go. Rebounded by Dunn. Butler brings it up the left wing. Hesitates, crosses over on James, lobs to Iguodaro. It's knocked away before he can throw it down. And Bronny James comes up with it. He'll bring it coast to coast, go to the rim. Layup, no, but a whistle and a foul on Ryan Dunn. And the Suns finally got off 34 points and were able to extend the lead to 8, but now it'll be free throws for Bronny James. When we come back, 6:59 left to go, quarter number 2 here in Palm Desert. It's the Suns 36, the Lakers 28.
At Fry's, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix, guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with low prices in every aisle. And you never compromise your appetite with our golden brown bread that's baked fresh in store. And you never compromise your wallet with our low prices. Fry's shoppers never compromise. Fry's. Fresh for everyone.
Oh, you didn't know? Gila River Resorts and Casinos is Arizona's #1 casino, and no one does it better. So, play hard, relax like a movie star, party like a rock star, and dine like a king or a queen. However you do you, no one lets you take it to legendary status like we do. Gila River Resorts and Casinos. You do you. Visit one of our 4 locations, Wild Horse Pass, Lone View, Vicuiva, or Santan Mountain, or visit GilaCasinos.com to learn more.
The Phoenix Suns have a new coach, a new GM, and some new young and talented players, but some things remain the same, like D. Book and D. Schwartz. That's Dr. Schwartz for those asking. Yes, the team eye doctor of your Suns is back for his 26th season. While he may not be able to dribble behind his back, he is the most advanced LASIK surgeon in the Valley. So for those of you interested in LASIK surgery, the Schwartz Laser Eye Center is offering free consults in Scottsdale, Glendale, and Mesa. Call 480-483-EYES or go online at teamidoc.com.
Arizona Sports, the local sports leader. Mornings, it's Bickley and Murata, 6 to 10 a.m. Bickley and Murata, 6 to 10 a.m.
I like Vinny a lot.
I like you too, Bick. Middays, it's Wolf and Luke, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Wolf and Luke, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. What is that? What's going on, Luke? Afternoons, it's Burns and Gambo, 2 to 6 p.m. Burns and Gambo, 2 to 6 p.m.
Burnsy, what's going on?
Arizona's biggest sports personalities are on the local sports leader.
Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
The home of Phoenix Suns basketball, Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
6 minutes, 59 seconds left to play. Quarter number 2 here in Palm Desert, and the Suns lead the Lakers 36-29, but most of that damage was done in the first 10.
Yeah, it was. They came out, shot the ball well. They're missing those same threes, those open threes that they made in the first quarter. Only 5 points here in the second quarter, getting outscored 12-5, and the Lakers chopping into that lead.
And we'll see Dillon Brooks come back on the floor with Ryan Dunn, Oso Ighodaro, Jared Butler, and Devin Booker, the 5 in purple. Lakers wearing their gold tonight with Bronny James, Dalton Connect, Nick Smith Jr., Rui Hachimura, and DeAndre Ayton, the 5 for J.J. Redick right now. Bronny James will be at the free throw line for 2 shots. He is 1 for 2 so far tonight. And Bronny has impressed his coach, J.J. Redick, during training camp and through the offseason. J.J. was speaking his praises before the game tonight and talking about the expectation for him to continue to get better defensively. His offense is a little ahead of his defense, according to his coach right now. And the second free throw is good. Make it a 6-point game. Suns 36-30. An advantage with 6:50 to go here in the second. Ryan Dunn has it on the left side. Gives to Booker at the top of the key. He penetrates around, connects, hangs, and puts it off the rim. No good as it bounced on the cylinder twice before coming off to DeAndre Ayton. They'll give it up to Smith, who penetrates around Ayton's screen. Swing to Hachimura for 3. That's good on the left wing. Lakers pull within 3, 36-33 as they continue their march here in the second quarter. And Jared Butler brings it up the left side, dribbles baseline. His pass deflected and stolen by Hachimura. Ahead in transition, it's Nick Smith to the cutting Connect, who hangs, misses everything on a driving runner, and it's out of bounds. They'll say Lakers basketball.
Nice hustle, get back into play, not giving up an easy layup there.
It was just Dalton Connect. Yeah. Looked like he had an easy lane to the rim. Good defense to force him to lose the ball out of bounds. Now here the Lakers reset with Ayton at the top of the key. 14 on the shot clock. Bounces to Bronny James. His pass over to Hachimura, right corner. Penetrating, hanging, fading, and missing on the jumper from 10. And Dillon Brooks has it for the Suns. Here's Booker up the left side. Crosses over on Hachimura. Suns leading by 3 with under 6 to go. Here's Booker for 3 on the right side now. Missed that one off the rim. And DeAndre Ayton comes up with another board. Booker 1 for 6 so far on the night as he gets tied up with Hachimura on the defensive end, and a foul will be called on Book. It's his first personal.
15-7 personal fouls. Wow.
That's for the game.
Yes.
And free throw wise, the Lakers are now going to have numbers 17 and 18, while the Suns are 3 for 7. Pretty big discrepancy there.
Yeah.
And Hachimura 3 for 4 himself. He's into double figures now with 10 points on the night. And cuts the Suns' lead to 2. 36-34, 5:46 to play in the second. Second free throw rattles out. Ryan Dunn is there for his 4th rebound of the night. Here comes Booker. Left-hand dribble into the forecourt. Crosses over to his right. Up fake. Got Hachimura to fly by. Dumped down to Oso. He'll throw it down. Wasn't a clean dunk from Oso Ighodaro, but he got it to fall, and that was a nice pass from Devin Booker.
Devin Booker getting in the middle lane, drawing 2 or 3 defenders. And here we see some of that up-court pressure that the Suns are going to use this year. And again, it's not maybe to come up with a steal, but now you see the Lakers come down. They don't get into their offensive set until there's 15 seconds left on the shot clock.
And Oso knocks it loose from DeAndre Ayton in a steal. Here's Dunn up ahead. It's Brooks for 3. He hits on the right wing. Dylan Brooks blows a kiss to the crowd here in Palm Desert. As he gets back on defense, the Suns retake a 7-point advantage, 41-34 on Brooks' second trifecta of the night. And we'll get a whistle into the forecourt for the Lakers in a stoppage of play. Jared Butler picked up a personal foul. And that'll send Bronny James back to the free throw line.
Yeah. Continue the free throw march.
Jackson Hayes, Jared Vanderbilt ready to check back in for the Lakers while Bronny puts the first one up and in. And James now with 4 points on the night, all of them coming from the line. He's 4 for 5 from the stripe. He shot 79% as a rookie from the free throw line. Spent a lot of time going back and forth between the Lakers and the G League team and the South Bay Lakers, where he averaged nearly 19 points a game and put up some good numbers for them. Now he's got 5 here tonight as he makes both free throws, and it's a 5-point game. 41-36 Suns. Ighodaro comes to set a screen for Booker, who lost the ball off his foot. It goes into the backcourt, and Oso goes to get it. It's going to be over and back. Booker was claiming that it got knocked away, but the ball just got deflected off of his heel and then went into the backcourt. So the Lakers get it on the turnover. And that one is a pretty epitome of preseason type turnover, isn't it? Here comes Bronny James into the forecourt for Jackson Hayes. He hands it to Connect at the top of the key. Dribbles left wing against Butler and hands to Smith. That's Nick Smith Jr., former Charlotte Hornet. Around a pick from Hayes. Pulls up for 3. Short. Rebound taken by Oso Ighodaro as he took it away from Jackson Hayes and hands it to Dunn. Into the forecourt. Ryan Dunn hesitating. Gives to the cutting Booker. Hanging in the air. Back to Dunn in the left corner. Now Brooks gives down low to Book. They'll post up. Go up strong and lay it in over Nick Smith Jr.
Nice push up the court after a stop. Put pressure on the defense. Nice job by the Suns scoring early in their offense.
Booker finishes. He's got 6. And the Suns are up 7, 43-36 with under 4 minutes to go in the first half. Vanderbilt open for 3. That's in and out, no good. Another rebound to Oso Ighodaro. He's got 4 of those. And he'll bring it up the floor himself with a right-hand dribble. Over to the right wing. Crosses over on Hayes. Takes him to the rim and draws the whistle and the foul. And that's that quick twitch movement that Oso Ighodaro can use on a fellow big.
Yeah, bigs don't mind, if you're backing them down. You turn your back, backing them down, trying to get them. Yeah, they feel you. They think they can control you a little bit. But when you face them up and they have to take a step back, then you use your ball handling and get around them. That's when they're uncomfortable. We've seen it 2 times tonight. One's with DeAndre Ayton, now with Jackson Hayes.
He's just so frustrated that he can't hit his free throws. He's 0 for 5 from the line tonight. And that is the continuing process for Oso, is to just get a little bit sharper here, because it would just make him even better,
exactly.
Even more dangerous with all the things that he can do. And, of course, the ties to the Valley as well, as the Desert Vista High School star puts up the second free throw and finally gets the lid off. He's 1 for 6 from the line, made that one, and has 3 points on the night to go with his 4 rebounds and an assist. Now he's back on defense with the Suns up 8, 44-36. Bronny James dribbling to the free throw line. He'll float one to Hayes, who puts it up. Can't get the roll. It just rolled off the cylinder as Hayes hit the deck on an acrobatic try at the rim. Brooks brings it up the right wing for the Suns and gives it to Booker. Penetrates on Smith, takes him underneath, hangs, puts it up. No, but he drew the whistle and the foul on Nick Smith Jr.
Nice isolation there by the Suns. Got a smaller player on him. Devin doesn't settle for anything, takes him underneath the basket and gets to the free throw line.
I know you and I both expect his playmaking to continue to improve. It just does every year, and he's been so dynamic with that. But if there was a part of his game that you have an expectation or you're going to be watching this year, what do you think it is?
Wow, that's a great question, John.
Because we know he adds stuff, right? I mean, it's just, he's done it his whole career. I know it's year 11, so it's kind of hard to imagine him changing too much.
You know, hopefully, you know, looking at the workouts, talking to Jordan Ott, as Devin uncharacteristically misses too, his play without the ball. You know, we've talked about it so much. They depended on him to do so much with the ball. Now that he has other players around him, let's see if he can expand his game, kind of like Steph Curry. Give it up, get it back, put pressure on the defense, either make a play for himself or for a teammate.
Yeah, I like that. We'll definitely be watching that. Meanwhile, we get a foul on the Lakers that sends us to a break. 2:57 left in the first half. It's the Suns 44, Lakers 36.
The wait is over. The 2025-2026 NBA season is here, and Suns basketball is back. Join us for the Coca-Cola and Fry's Food Stores tip-off on Wednesday, October 22nd at 7 p.m. against the Sacramento Kings. Every fan in attendance will receive a free T-shirt courtesy of Coca-Cola and Fry's Food Stores. Secure your seats today at Suns.com.
Every day, reliable, comfortable, connected. Every day you rely on power. At APS, we work around the clock to deliver some of the most reliable power in the country. But with Arizona's extreme weather, outages can happen. Stay safe and informed with alerts by keeping your contact information up to date. And visit our outage center for updates online or on the APS app. For more ways to stay safe and informed, visit aps.com/brighter.
It's any card for the win right now at Mountain America Credit Union, which means it's time to score some cash, up to $500. Simply use any Mountain America debit or credit card now until October 31st, 2024 to be entered into a weekly giveaway for up to $500. Visit macu.com/anycard for official rules or to apply for your Mountain America card. Loans on approved credit. Membership required based on eligibility. Offer can change or be withdrawn at any time.
The soul of the West lives on in every pair of handcrafted cowboy boots. At Boot Barn, we're proud to carry a heritage brand that's been preserving tradition and honing their craft since 1879. Made with techniques passed down from father to son, Justin boots stand for quality, comfort, and timelessness. With roots going back over 100 years, they're more than a boot maker. They're a Western legacy. Justin boots at Boot Barn.
The Phoenix Suns play here. Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Back inside Acrisure Arena with 2:57 left to play in the first half. Suns leading by 8, 44-36. John and Tim, happy to have you back with us here in preseason game number 1. And it'll be Suns basketball with that 8-point lead. They're being led so far by 8 points from Grayson Allen, 6 each from Devin Booker, Royce O'Neal, and Dylan Brooks as well.
Yeah, big discrepancy right now. Suns playing well, 16 of 39, 41%. The LA Lakers, 15 of 25, 75% from the free throw line.
Here's Devin Booker getting into the offensive end on the right wing. He throws a cross-court pass deflected and nearly stolen by Jared Vanderbilt. It goes out of bounds. Suns will have it with 11 on the shot clock. And it'll be Ryan Dunn inbounding. He's out there with Grayson Allen, Nick Richards, Devin Booker, and Dylan Brooks. Lakers countering with Reeves, Hayes, LaRavia, Vanderbilt, and Connect. We'll get an inbounds pass to Booker and another whistle.
That should be free throws. That was before the ball was inbounded. Jared Vanderbilt grabbing Devin Booker, so he should get some free throws.
And Booker's standing at the line right now.
And the Suns should get the ball back.
That's absolutely correct. It should be a technical, and that's what's happening. They're clearing the lane. Devin Booker going to the line as the foul was committed before the inbounds pass, and that is a technical. Free throws up and good for Book. 45-36. He's got 7.
I don't mind physicality, putting your chest in the way. But the grabbing and holding, the NBA's got to get rid of the hands in the game. You come over, you give a two-handed shove for a screen now.
There's a lob inbound from Dunn that went too far for Nick Richards to get it, so it'll turn it over to the Lakers.
If you take the hands out of it, I have no problem with the way the game is called. But the grabbing and holding and pushing and shoving,
there's always going to be a little bit of it because those wily veterans just know how to do it without getting called for it, don't they? Some of them. But I agree with you. The more you can get rid of that, the better the game is. Here's Austin Reeves at the top of the key, dribbling against Ryan Dunn. Crosses him over, around a pick from Hayes. Lobs to Hayes. He'll jam it home in the lane over traffic as well. That was a big-time thrunk for Jackson Hayes as Booker drives the other way, throws it off the window, got it to go, and the foul, the deuce, and the damage for D-Book.
Yeah, let everybody celebrate the dunk. Go right back at him at the other end of the court.
Devin Booker just did not stop. And as you mentioned, people were celebrating Hayes in the gym, but Devin Booker didn't care. And he got the bucket and the foul. Now he's got 9 on the night and try to make it 10 at the line. Bends, shoots, and hits. And Booker, after missing a few free throws, has now got that stroke down. 10 points to go along with 4 assists. Both leading the Suns here in the first half, and they're up 10, 48-38 with 2:15 left. Richards steps in front of a pass. He stole it away from Hayes. Gave it up to Dunn, gets it back, goes up strong, put it off the window, no. Tip up by Booker doesn't go. And here's LaRavia getting it ahead to Vanderbilt in transition. Hashimura's reverse layup doesn't go. There's a rebound taken by Dylan Brooks. Outlet to Dunn. Now it's Richards taking it into the lane, and he lost it going up with it. Jackson Hayes the steal. Puts it ahead to LaRavia. Right corner, Hashimura all alone for 3. No, that's short. And the rebound comes right to a flat-footed Devin Booker who tells everybody, calm down. This has gotten a little crazy. Minute 40 left. First half action, 10-point Suns lead, 48-38. Booker crossing over on Vanderbilt. Gets into the paint, swings to Dunn, right corner. He'll penetrate. Back over to Booker in the left baseline. Gets into the lane, a running right-hand hook shot around the rim and in for Devin Booker.
Kareem would be impressed with that one. Little sky hook running through the lane.
That was a la the Lakers. And John Ireland giving TK a little love after that. Sky hook from Devin Booker. He's got a dozen, and the Suns lead by a dozen. Booker gets it off a miss from the Lakers and brings it up the right wing. Around a pick from Richards. Works his way to the right baseline with LaRavia all over him. 12 on the shot clock. LaRavia gives him a shove, and it's a foul.
Yeah, that was not a smart play by Jake LaRavia. He had him, had him pretty well handled there and gave him that little extra shove right in front of the official.
Well, here comes Devin Kareem Booker back to the free throw line.
That was nice. Kareem would be impressed with that.
And his first free throw on the way, and short, but he got the roll. Just crept over the front iron and drops. He's got 13 points now. On 4 of 9 shooting. He's missed both of his threes, but he's 5 of 7 at the free throw line. And after the Suns had that sluggish start to the second quarter, they're having a nice finish.
Trying to finish up strong, yeah.
Second one up and in. 52-38. 14 for Book. And a 14-point lead. Under a minute left here in the first half. Stay tuned. Coming up at the half, we'll have a SportsCenter update for you. As Jackson Hayes gives to a cutting LaRavia, he hangs and hits. A running left-hander, good for Jake LaRavia. Give him 3 points on the night. 52-40. Suns lead it by a dozen. Grayson Allen into the forecourt. Crosses over to his left. Beats Booker right side. He'll penetrate past LaRavia. Give it to Brooks for 3. Yes, still in Brooks. Another one goes from the right corner. And he has lined him up and knocked him down. 3 for 3 from downtown for Dylan on the night. Suns up 15. 55-40. We get a whistle and a foul in the backcourt. Ryan Dunn.
Yeah, just being too aggressive, physicality on the up the court, Suns will get another possession out of it, but you put Austin Reeves at the free throw line.
You mentioned Dylan Brooks having his career best three-point shooting performance last year, 39.7%.
Yeah.
He comes out looking like he is going to miss so far.
And that's one of those things. Obviously, Dylan Brooks is a defender, an agitator. Ladies and gentlemen, he's a really good basketball player.
All around.
You go back to when he his college career in Oregon.
Phenomenal.
He changed his game, and sometime this year I think I'm going to sit down and ask him, when he felt he had to be more of an agitator, because he's a heck of a basketball player.
But it is intentional.
Without a doubt.
And he's also coaching up some of his teammates to do some of the agitating
there has
as well.
to be an edge, and sometimes it's he's one of those guys that knows how to get to that edge without doing too much, kind of like Draymond Green.
Exactly. And the Suns have the ball, 6 to shoot. It's Booker giving it to Grayson Allen. He'll penetrate, hang, dump it to Richards. He'll throw it down with a big-time right-hand jam. And the Suns go up 15, 57-42. Final 7 seconds of the half. Here's a lob for LaRavia. Brings it into the forecourt, dribbles against Gillespie, down to 3 seconds to go as he takes it to the left baseline, fades and hits over Gillespie. With 0.7 on the clock, Gillespie will not get the shot off, and that'll do it for first half action here at Acrisure Arena in Palm Desert, California. Suns with a 13-point halftime lead, 57-44 behind 14 from Devin Booker, 8 points from Grayson Allen, and 9 from Dylan Brooks, and a perfect 3 for 3 from deep. We'll take a break, come back with a SportsCenter update. We'll get you all the first half stats and recap this first half action before we get second half action underway live from Acrisure Arena here on the Phoenix Suns Basketball Network.
The NBA season is officially here, and we're going hard from start to finish. Every player is showing out. All 30 teams are locking in. To win it all in this league, fans and players need to give everything. All season long. The American Express NBA tip-off begins October 21st on ESPN, NBC, Peacock, and Prime.
Every day begins with the promise of something new. A new perspective, a fresh start. At Banner Health, right here, right now, we're pioneering new ways to treat cancer with our own immune systems. We're among the first to treat Parkinson's with the patient's own cells. And we're a world leader in artificial heart implantation. All while training over 1,300 doctors every year. Impressive, right? It's just another Banner day. Banner Health.
Give up bread to reach your health goals? We would never. Hero Bread makes soft, fluffy, and delicious bread, buns, tortillas, and more, all with ultra-low net carbs, 0-gram sugar, and high fiber. Each serving boasts more protein than conventional grocery store options, so you can crush your macros. Hero also drops other limited edition, ultra-low net carb baked goods, like rich, flaky croissants, and more. Find Hero Bread at your local Sprouts or Whole Foods Market, or online at hero.co. That's HERO.co.
Suns fans, the game moves fast, and the ones who lead, they never slow down. And like your Suns, Ford is designed for the fast break. Quick off the line, strong in the paint, and always driving forward. With the unstoppable F-150 and Super Duty, or the dynamic Maverick, Ford trucks are made to handle the pressure when it counts. So take the lead in a Ford, the #1 selling truck brand in Arizona. Only at your Desert Ford dealers, proud partners of the Phoenix Suns. Based on S&P Global Mobility Retail U.S. new vehicle registrations for the truck vehicle type CYTD October 2024.
This isn't just a game, it's a once-in-a-generation event. The Harlem Globetrotters 100-year tour. Celebrate 100 years of high-flying dunks, 100 years of show-stopping moves, and 100 years of changing the game. Bring the whole family and be part of the legacy. This game is once in a century. Be there at PHX Arena on February 28th. Go to HarlemGlobetrotters.com for your tickets to the 100-year tour.
It's halftime with the Phoenix Suns. Suns Halftime, a review of first half action and special sports features.
This is SportsCenter.
On game night, so
the Baltimore Ravens 4-10 without Lamar Jackson starting at quarterback since 2018. They average 16.6 points per game. They're going to have to try to put together a pretty good effort because they will be without Lamar Jackson, as he has already been ruled out for Sunday's game against the Houston Texans with a lingering hamstring injury, meaning Cooper Rush is going to make his first career start for the Ravens. They're also dealing with injuries to linebacker Roquan Smith, cornerback Marlon Humphrey, and fullback Patrick Ricard. Meanwhile, the Washington Commanders, they got good news at the quarterback position. Jaden Daniels going to be starting Sunday. He missed the last 2 games with a sprained knee. The Commanders hitting the road, taking on the Chargers in Los Angeles. In Major League Baseball, the Rangers hiring Skip Shoemaker as their new manager, agreed to a 4-year contract with a former National League Manager of the Year. He did that when he was with the Marlins. Decided him and the Marlins last year parted ways. He's been in the Rangers organization since November of last year. As for teams still participating in the postseason, Dodgers, their manager today, and Dave Roberts saying that he'll be on the roster. He's going to be out of the pen and used as such. He being Clayton Kershaw, the 37-year-old left-hander who's going to be retiring at the end of the season. Cubs starting Matthew Boyd in Game 1 tomorrow against the Brewers. He started Game 1 of the Wild Card Series. WNBA Game 1 in the books. Aces over the Mercury, 89-86. MVP Asia Wilson, 21 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists in the Game 1 victory in the best-of-7 series. For more stats and scores and analysis, visit ESPN.com and the all-new ESPN app.
The wait is over. The 2025-2026 NBA season is here, and Suns basketball is back. Join us for the Coca-Cola and Fry's Food Stores tip-off on Wednesday, October 22nd at 7 p.m. against the Sacramento Kings. Every fan in attendance will receive a free T-shirt courtesy of Coca-Cola and Fry's Food Stores. Secure your seats today at suns.com.
Yates Buick GMC is proud to introduce our 2026 starting lineup of vehicles built to perform. Leading off, the GMC Sierra 1500. Power, capability, and strength. Up next, the Buick Envision. Sleek, stylish, and designed for comfort. And holding it down, the GMC Yukon AT4 Ultimate. Bold, rugged, and ready for anything. Yates Buick GMC, serving the Valley for over 40 years with honest prices and world-class service. Visit us in person or online at yatesbuickgmc.com.
At Fry's, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix, guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with low prices in every aisle. And you never compromise your appetite with our golden brown bread that's baked fresh in store. And you never compromise your wallet with our low prices. Fry's shoppers never compromise. Fry's. Fresh for everyone.
Everyday community. Supporting. Giving. Every day at APS, we support Arizona community organizations and our customers, giving back to help Arizona teachers, nonprofits, and families, volunteering to support and strengthen neighborhoods, working with local partners to provide customers with crisis assistance and other services when they need it most. To help your community or find assistance for yourself or someone you know, visit aps.com/brighter. This ad is funded by Pinnacle West shareholders.
It's any card for the win right now at Mountain America Credit Union, which means it's time to score some cash, up to $500. Simply use any Mountain America debit or credit card now until October 31st, 2024 to be entered into a weekly giveaway for up to $500. Visit macu.com/anycard for official rules or to apply for your Mountain America card. Loans on approved credit. Membership required based on eligibility. Offer can change or be withdrawn at any time.
This has been the Phoenix Suns Halftime Report on the Phoenix Suns Basketball Network. KMVP FM Phoenix, Arizona Sports, the local sports leader on 98.7, the Arizona Sports app, and the Arizona Sports YouTube channel.
Give up bread to reach your health goals? We would never. Hero Bread makes soft, fluffy, and delicious bread, buns, tortillas, and more, all with ultra-low net carbs, 0-gram sugar, and high fiber. Each serving boasts more protein than conventional grocery store options, so you can crush your macros. Hero also drops other limited edition, ultra-low net carb baked goods like rich, flaky croissants and more. Find Hero Bread at your local Sprouts or Whole Foods Market or online at hero.co. That's HERO.co.
The Phoenix Suns have a new coach, a new GM, and some new young and talented players, but some things remain the same, like D. Book and D. Schwartz. That's Dr. Schwartz for those asking. Yes, the team eye doctor of your Suns is back for his 26th season. While he may not be able to dribble behind his back, he is the most advanced LASIK surgeon in the Valley. So for those of you interested in LASIK surgery, the Schwartz Laser Eye Center is offering free consults in Scottsdale, Glendale, and Mesa. Call 480-483-EYES or go online at teamidoc.com.
Millions of fans agree this Christmas tradition rocks. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, live in concert, presenting The Ghost of Christmas Eve, the best of TSO and more. November 30th, 2 shows, 3 and 7:30 p.m. PHX Arena. Tickets on sale now at livenation.com. Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
The local sports leader. Mornings, it's Bickley and Marotta, 6 to 10 a.m. Bickley and Marotta, 6 to 10 a.m.
I like Vinny a lot.
I like you too, Bick.
Middays, it's Wolf and Luke, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Wolf and Luke, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
What is up? What's going on, Luke?
Afternoons, it's Burns and Gambo, 2 to 6 p.m. Burns and Gambo, 2 to 6 p.m.
Bernsey, what's going on?
Arizona's biggest sports personalities are on the local sports leader.
Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
The home of Phoenix Suns basketball, Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Halftime here at Acrisure Arena in Palm Desert, California. John Bloom, Tim Kempton, our engineer Mike Noto back with you here, and hope you're having a great Friday night wherever you happen to be tuning in to Phoenix Suns basketball. The Suns with a 13-point halftime lead, 57-44 over the Los Angeles Lakers. And before we get to those first half stats, I want to remind you to be a mortgage matchup center for the start of the regular season. It's the Coca-Cola and Fry's Food Stores tip-off coming up Wednesday, October 22nd at 7 o'clock. The Phoenix Suns hosting the Sacramento Kings. All fans in attendance are going to receive a free T-shirt courtesy of Coca-Cola and Fry's Food Stores. And you can secure your seats right now by going to suns.com/ticks. Again, that will be here before we know it, TK.
That's for sure.
Fry's Food Store and Coca-Cola home opener with the Suns and Kings October 22nd. Now, as far as a 57-44 lead is concerned, what stood out to you the most on that sheet full of numbers in front of you?
Well, again, the balance. All 10 guys that played for the Suns scored. They shot the ball well, 45%. They got up 23 threes. They rebounded the ball well, 25 of them, 21 on the defensive end of the court, and relatively took care of the ball. Only 9 turnovers in that first half. Only gave up 6 points off of it. So, they had a little slow start to that second quarter. You could kind of push that towards the first preseason game, just missing shots. They were getting some good looks, just didn't make them. And then they closed out the first half nicely and take this 13-point lead into the second half.
All right, when we talked with Jordan Ott, a lot of that conversation had to do with pace. He was talking about movement and pace, both offensively and defensively. I felt like we saw a lot of what he talked about coming to fruition in that first half. How about you?
Without a doubt. We saw him pick up full court a couple of times, just slowing the Lakers down. They were very, very aggressive, very physical, even with the guards from on the initiation of the Lakers offense. And once they did rebound it, they did have a nice little push. They got some early buckets in offense, not having to worry about their sets. But even when they started that second quarter, the looks were clean. They just didn't make them. Right. But you see the movement. Devin giving up the ball, getting it back. Not as many static. Him holding the ball, waiting for a guy to come set a pick and roll. 4 guys standing in 4 spots waiting for him to do something. So the movement, the back cutting, the cutting along the baseline as the offense is working looks really good so far.
Yeah, and Devin Booker doesn't look too bad either.
No, not at all.
He kind of took a break. The Suns as a team took a break. It seemed like offensively they just could not get anything going. Then Booker comes back in and lit it up at the end of that first half. He ends up with 14 points, 5 assists, couple rebounds to lead the way for the Suns. They got 9 from Dillon Brooks, who made all 3 of his threes. Grayson Allen made 2 of 5 from deep and had 8. And off the bench, all 5 players scored. They got 7 from Nick Richards, 6 from Royce O'Neal, 3 from Nigel Hayes-Davis and Colin Gillespie, and 2 from Jared Butler. So everybody who's played has scored. That's always a good feeling, right?
Yeah, and the way they scored looks good. No one was doing anything out of what their role was. Guys were moving to their spots, catch and shoot. Guys attacking the rim. Nick Richards being around the basket. So, yeah, like the way they're playing here in his first preseason game.
For the Lakers, they had 2 guys in double figures, led by Austin Reeves, 18 points. He had 3 rebounds, couple of assists, and it was 10 points from Rui Hachimura, the other Laker in double figures, as those two kept them close, and they did make a comeback to where they pulled within 3 before the Suns were able to extend that lead back into double figures. One conversation we really haven't had with the coaches, and we spent a lot of time talking about this the last few years, is that target number of threes.
Yes.
How many threes do you want to shoot, or how many threes is your goal of making in a game? Well, tonight, 9 to 23 in the first half is quite a number.
Yeah, and again, 3 or 4 others that were wide open could have really blown this open, but they're doing a nice job. You like that it's just coming in the flow. They're not forced threes, and that's really when you look. You take as many as you need if they come that easily in that kind of a flow on their offensive end.
And again, we've had an opportunity already to see 3 different guys, or 2 different guys in that center spot. We have not seen Kaman Malawach yet. He has yet to make his debut as a member of the Phoenix Suns. The man they took number 10 overall in the draft out of Duke, and the guy they call Man. For those who don't know, that is not just a nickname. It seems like it's actually what his name is at this point, because they don't call him Kaman. And I'm talking even head coach Jordan Ott during his pregame press conference was clearly referring to him as Man. And that is what they are going to go with when it comes to Malawach. Now, it'll be interesting to see if we see him in half number 2 tonight.
Yeah, I think we'll see him sometime during the preseason. Maybe not tonight. He's kind of established that Nick Richards and Oso Ighodaro start in the front court there.
And Oso will get the start as we get the third quarter ready, as he's out there with Grayson Allen, Devin Booker, Ryan Dunn, and Dillon Brooks. And the Lakers have Austin Reeves, Jake LaRavia, DeAndre Ayton, Jared Vanderbilt, and Rui Hachimura. So both teams starting with the same 5s that they started the game with. And the Suns will have the basketball. Grayson Allen's waiting in the backcourt to get it from Danielle Scott. And we'll get underway here at Acrisure Arena. Allen gets it in for Ighodaro, and we are indeed underway, but not for long, because another whistle has stopped play.
Clock malfunction right now, not turning on.
I wonder if it has anything to do with the frigid temperatures in the arena.
It is cold in here, ladies and gentlemen.
Can a clock freeze faster than a human? There is an ice rink that, obviously they have an ice rink on the floor here as well for the Firebirds, but there's an auxiliary ice rink that's located just to our left that they have as a practice rink.
Yeah, the little kids were in there skating.
And somebody left the door open, I think.
13, 14. Those kids were skating, too.
Did you see some action?
Oh, yeah, I went over there and checked it out.
I missed the junior high. I did see a Zamboni, though.
You saw a Zamboni?
Yeah, the Zamboni was in action when I was over there at the auxiliary rink. All right, we're now underway. The clock is functional, and we'll try to be as well. Here's Ryan Dunn into the forecourt, dribbling on the right side, stops at the right elbow with Reeves defending him. Turns and gives to Dillon Brooks all the way near midcourt. 7 on the shot clock. Brooks dribbling against LaRavia. Crosses him over. Pull up 20-footer. Around the rim. Comes off. That's his first miss in a Suns uniform. And Rui Hachimura has it for the Lakers. Reeves gets it up the left side around a pick from 8. Dribbles to the left block and backs it out to Hachimura. Now LaRavia, top of the arc against Grayson Allen. Swing to Hachimura, penetrates on Booker, gets it stripped away and stolen by Oso Ighodaro. Suns on the move. Ahead it comes to Dillon Brooks in transition. He hangs, puts it up on the run, and misses short, but a foul will be whistled on Jake LaRavia, and Dillon Brooks is going to get to the line.
Yeah, nice push again. You get the turnover, get it up the court.
Third foul on LaRavia. And it will send Dylan Brooks to the line for 2 shots. His first 2 attempts from the line. And the first one rims out, no good.
I think this number will go up for the Suns. Right now they're 8 of 16. That's a straight 50%. I think they'll be a better free throw shooting team this year.
That's a fair assumption to make,
yeah.
I think.
Thank you.
I don't know that there has ever been an NBA team that shot 50% from the free throw line. We'd have to look that one up.
That was a pretty. You saying I took a pretty easy way out, John Boy?
It wasn't a shaky lip. I'm going to put it that way. Here's DeAndre Ayton dribbling at the top of the key after Brooks made 1 out of 2. It's a 14-point Suns lead, 58-44. Hashimura got around a screen, but it was an illegal screen, says Scott Twardowski on DeAndre Ayton. So he picks up the foul. That's his second. And the Suns get it back with Grayson Allen giving it to Booker in the backcourt. Book wearing a black sleeve, that kind of compression sleeve on his right leg, as he's been doing over the last few years. Brings over to the left elbow, jumper up, around the rim, no. Batted back out to Allen. Now he swings to Booker for 3, and that one's off the back rim. Dunn is up high for the rebound. Feeds Allen for 3, and that's good for Grayson Allen.
Shooting drill right there. You get that many opportunities, they're going to find one, and Grayson Allen, the guy that finally makes a shot for him after a couple of nice rebounds by the Suns on the glass.
And that puts him in double figures with 11 points on the night. Austin Reeves leans into a 3. It goes halfway down and pops out. Oso gets the board. Now Brooks, lob ahead to Allen. He'll lay it up and in on the alley-oop in one motion with a beautiful pass and finish from Dylan Brooks to Grayson Allen. Give Grayson a baker's dozen, and the Suns have their biggest lead. 63-44. Timeout Lakers. 10-14 left to go. Quarter number 3.
The wait is over. The 2025-2026 NBA season is here, and Suns basketball is back. Join us for the Coca-Cola and Fry's Food Stores tip-off on Wednesday, October 22nd at 7 p.m. against the Sacramento Kings. Every fan in attendance will receive a free T-shirt courtesy of Coca-Cola and Fry's Food Stores. Secure your seats today at suns.com.
You didn't know? Gila River Resorts and Casinos is Arizona's #1 casino, and no one does it better. So, play hard, relax like a movie star, party like a rock star, and dine like a king or a queen. However you do you, no one lets you take it to legendary status like we do. Gila River Resorts and Casinos. You do you. Visit one of our 4 locations, Wild Horse Pass, Lone Butte, Bequila, or Santan Mountain, or visit GilaCasinos.com to learn more.
At Bell Bank, the Valley is our home, and we're committed to investing in our community. With 4 locations across the Phoenix Metro, you'll find all the financial tools you need to reach your goals. Whether you're saving for the future, starting a business, or buying your first home, we have the experience and expertise you can count on. And we're proud to be the official bank of the Phoenix Suns. Visit Bell.Bank to learn more. Bell Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Boot Barn, we know you need a reliable work boot. A boot that has withstood the test of time. When you feed, build, and fuel the nation, you can't take chances because you wake before the sun rises and end the day after it sets. Dating back to 1892, Thorogood takes pride in building high-quality work boots designed for hard-working people because reliability comes first. Thorogood at Boot Barn Work.
The Phoenix Suns play here. Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Good start to the third quarter for the Phoenix Suns. They've jumped out by 19 over the Lakers, 63-44. Our score, 10-14 left to go. Here in quarter number 3, John Bloom, Tim Kempton back with you, along with Mike Noto, our engineer, and Ali Narini producing in the studio. Great to have you with us to start off the preseason here. And after this, the Suns going to make that long journey to Macau, China to take on the Brooklyn Nets. The next preseason game comes your way next Friday. And as I mentioned, that one taking place in Macau. We will be on the air bright and early. 5 a.m. start.
You bringing the donuts or am I bringing it?
Good question. Well, we got 2 of them, so we can each take a turn.
Is there a donut shop to open that early?
That's another good question. That's going to be super darker. Lakers have the basketball. Vanderbilt dribbling against Grayson Allen. Bobbled it, but then backed it out to Hashimura. 5 on the shot clock. Rui has to get it up. He's bothered by Brooks. Leans in, puts it up with the left, and missed everything off the window.
No. Got bailed out.
Did
with
they call a foul
on Dylan Brooks?
I thought that was going to be a shot clock violation,
It
but
should have
instead, Rui Hashimura will get to the free throw line for 2.
The effort is definitely picked up on the defensive end. Now, let's see. Obviously, it's first night. First impressions. No tired legs. Everybody's excited to play. We want that same effort night in and night out from the Suns on the defensive end of the court.
Just saw a quick shot on the TV monitor here of Jordan Ott having a conversation with Carl Lane.
Learning how to work the officials?
That's what I was going to ask you.
Yeah,
how big of a part is that learning curve for a coach?
Huge. How you approach the officials, what the conversation is back and forth. You just don't come out and start yelling at them. You develop a rapport with the guys.
Devin Booker spotting up for a 3 left side. That's off the mark. Ayton has another rebound for the Lakers. We trail by 18, 63-45. DA, top of the key, passes it out for Reeves in between the circles. He penetrates on Iguodala, gets to the rim, layup short. Tipped away by Oso, and that's going to be a goaltend as he got that while it was still on the cylinder. That would have been perfectly legal in international rules.
Yeah, exactly. That's another thing that I really like about the Suns, talking about that defense. You want to build that reputation, and it starts in the preseason. Hey, the Suns are playing defense. The officials talk, so you come out, now all of a sudden the Suns are a defensive-minded team.
Call. Yeah.
And you get better calls throughout the year.
How many times have we seen that?
Oh, yeah.
And just based on reputation alone.
Exactly.
Lakers have it with Reeves firing up a deep 3, just forcing it over Brooks, but a foul is called on Dylan Brooks again as he got his hand caught in the cookie jar that time with Austin Reeves. And Brooks is upset with the fouls. He's discussing with Carl Lane. They're not giving Reeves the shots, though. The foul was before the three-pointer that he put up. So it's going to be Lakers basketball far side. 9:04 left in the third. 63-47 Suns. Reeves on the dribble. Spins on Booker. Puts it over his shoulder. Fading away. Can't hit it. But Ayton's there to track down the loose ball. Out to Hashimura. A little up faked. And he spins, fades, and misses the jumper. Tip up no good. And Booker finally tracks down the loose ball. Into the forecourt. Book crosses over, drives through the lane, hangs and hits off the window. Took Austin Reeves right to the rim, and Devin Booker leading the Suns with 16 points on the night.
Yeah, great hesitation by Devin. Kind of slow down. The defense tries to run to their assignments. That leaves Devin open, then he just takes it to the basket.
Austin Reeves cutting through the lane, feeds Vanderbilt for 3. That's off the mark. Ryan Dunn flies in for the rebound. Ahead to Booker in transition. Crosses over in front of Rui Hashimura. Over on the right wing. Takes him into the baseline area. Bounce pass Dunn. Cutting in the lane. He'll scoop and score.
Here's some more of that cutting movement without the ball that Jordan Ott stresses for his team.
Second bucket on the night for Ryan Dunn. 6th assist on the night for Devin Booker to go with his 16 points. Now LaRavia lost a handle in the lane. It's Grayson Allen coming up with it. A steal. And the Suns are on the move again. Booker up the left side. Stepping into a deep 3. He knocked it down as he got knocked down by Jake LaRavia running by. Scott Twardowski, the official, helps Booker up to his feet. And he's got 19 on the night. 70-47. The Suns have their biggest lead. Vanderbilt on the right wing, driving on Booker, hanging. He throws a wild shot that missed everything, but he somehow drew a foul.
Pretty good defense right there. All purple jerseys closed out. Looked like they had their hands straight up in the air.
Ryan Dunn credited with his 5th foul on Jared Vanderbilt there. And so Vando, as they call him, in L.A. will get to the line, and the first one is good. That's his first point of the night. Jared Vanderbilt, the guy that there's a lot of expectations, no matter where he goes, it seems.
Yeah.
And a lot of it's based on the build and the athleticism, but the production hasn't necessarily reached those expectations yet.
No, not yet. Sometimes expectations are the worst thing. You look at last season's team. Everybody expected them to be in the NBA Finals, and, obviously they fell woefully short of those expectations, but expectations sometimes put a lot of pressure on you. Trying to do something that you're that you're not capable, or is maybe not even your role on that team.
Vanderbilt's second free throw is off the back rim, no good. Loose ball knocked out to Dalton Connect, and the Lakers reset into the left corner for Hashimura. It was out of bounds, so it's a turnover back to the Suns. Vanderbilt in his 8th season out of Kentucky, and again comes in after averaging 4 points a game last year in 39 games of action.
See if the Suns can keep this going with Austin Reeves, Lakers' best offensive player on the bench right now.
Devin Booker, a little underhand scoop over to Oso underneath the basket. He had it knocked loose out of bounds by Jackson Hayes, and it'll stay Suns ball with 12 on the shot clock. 7:13 left, quarter number 3. 22-point Phoenix lead. Gillespie inbounding under the hoop. Finds Booker left wing. Got Connect defending him. Spins to his right. Fades and hits another 3. Devin Booker feeling it here at quarter 3. He's got 22 to lead all scores.
Yeah, and again, just the focus and right now the execution that the Suns are playing with is pretty good for first exhibition game.
There's a 3 from Hashimura. That's an air ball, but goes right to Dalton Connect. He'll put it back up and in off the window. And Connect able to hit the putback, his first bucket of the night off the bench. Or the former Tennessee Volunteer. Oso Ighodaro gives to Booker, penetrating through the lane. Left-hand scoop blocked by Hayes, taken by Connect, ahead to Hashimura in transition. Gillespie able to track it back, hustle. Knock it off his leg out of bounds. Great hustle by Colin Gillespie.
And that's one thing that that you control and control yourself, the effort that you put forth. Colin didn't have to hustle back. He could have ran back, but not that hard. But he does. He makes a great play, knocking it off his leg, and now the Suns have another possession.
Booker, up fake on Hashimura. Step back jumper in the lane. No. Rebound to Jackson Hayes. And the Lakers bring it up the floor. Davis. That's R.J. Davis, who just checked in. Dribbling on the right wing, guarded by Gillespie. Bounce pass to Hayes, and we'll get a whistle as Oso Ighodaro was tied up with Jackson Hayes, and he picks up another foul. That's his 4th. And I believe that is not free throws for the Lakers yet, so it's going to be R.J. Davis to inbound near side. 6:01 left in the third. Suns by 23, 73-50. Davis gets it in for Jackson Hayes on the right wing beyond the arc. Takes a dribble, then back out to Bronny James, who just checked back in. Looks like he shuffled his feet. Now Brooks almost had a steal, but Bronny gets it back in the lane. Stops, then out to Connect for 3. That's in and out, no good. Dylan Brooks, the flat-footed rebound, gets it over to his partner Devin Booker, and he gets around a screen from Oso Ighodaro, dribbles to the left elbow, fadeaway jumper, in and out, no good for Book, and the Lakers grab it with Dalton Connect. So Booker had it going after knocking down his last few shots. He misses that one, and here comes Hashimura up the left wing, dribbling against Gillespie, backs it out to Hayes, work it to Davis, now right wing James, Bronny James, over to R.J. Davis for a deep 3, and that one's good. Way downtown.
Wow, no hesitation either. Defense backed off. He didn't even take another dribble in. Just pulled up from 27, 28 feet.
That's the 6-foot rookie out of North Carolina showing off his range. Booker bounce pass Oso. He'll throw it down in traffic down low. Oso Ighodaro has that quick leaping ability. Got to the rim to throw it. And it's a 22-point lead again for the Suns. 75-53. Oso's got 5 points on the night. That was assist number 7 for Devin Booker. Dalton Connect, driving, hanging, missing the floater. Rebounded by Hayes, who went back up with it and drew the foul.
Jackson Hayes, a little bit of an enigma during the playoff run last year. He fell out of favor with J.J. Redick, and one of the things they really needed was size and rebounding, and J.J. wouldn't go to him at all, and much to the demise of the L.A. Lakers in the playoffs.
Yeah, ended up being eliminated by the Minnesota Timberwolves 4-1 in that first-round series. Only the second first-round elimination of LeBron James' career. You remember the first one happened courtesy of your Phoenix Suns back in 2021. Jackson Hayes back at the line where he just made 1. And on the night, has 4 points, 5 rebounds. He's 2 for 3 from the stripe, make it 3 for 4. 75-55. Suns by 20 with 4:35 to go. quarter number 3 here at Acrisure Arena in Palm Desert as Booker gets it into the forecourt from Dillon Brooks. Gillespie sets a screen for him. Now R.J. Davis defending the bigger Devin Booker. He backs into him, gets him to the right elbow, still backing him down. Booker stops his dribble and feeds Oso on the right block. He penetrates, backs down on Hayes, gives to the cutting Gillespie. He'll scoop and score.
Great cutting tonight. Just back cut a guy that's paying attention to the ball, not watching you. A great pass from Oso down to the cutting of Colin Gillespie.
Second assist of the night for Oso. Gillespie's got 5 points off the bench. Here's a missed 3 by Bronny, and now it's Dillon Brooks' turn for another one. That one rims off from straight away. James has the rebound, fires ahead to connect. Suns' lead is 22. With 3:45 left, it's Dillon Brooks diving for a loose ball. Got the steal away from Connect, and here come the Suns back into the forecourt. Dillon Brooks showing his defensive tenacity. Gillespie gets a pick from Oso, penetrates on Davis, throws cross-court. Royce O'Neal just checked in. Now it's Brooks between the rings, driving on Connect, hesitates, gets to the baseline and gets it to O'Neal in the corner. A 3 on the way. He got it from the deep corner, Royce O'Neal. Then he get a high five to Jared Vanderbilt on the Lakers bench after hitting a prayer. And that does qualify as a prayer.
Over the corner of the basket as he's fallen into the Laker bench.
I don't even know how he was in bounds when he shot that. As Bronny James gets a 3 up, no good. But he follows his own miss. Pull-up jumper from the free throw line, short. And Gillespie is there. Suns by 25 with the ball, 80-55. Collin on the drive, gives to Booker. He'll go to the rim and scoop it up and in with the left. Gets a high five back to his point guard Gillespie for setting him up for that one. That was his 4th assist of the night. They're making 5 for Gillespie. 24 points for Booker to lead all scorers. Bronny James a 3. This one's good from the right wing. And then we get a timeout called by Jordan Ott. 2:32 left in the third. We'll take a break with them. It's the Suns 82, the Lakers 58.
Every day begins with the promise of something new. A new perspective, a fresh start. At Banner Health, right here, right now, we're pioneering new ways to treat cancer with our own immune systems. We're among the first to treat Parkinson's with a patient's own cells. And we're a world leader in artificial heart implantation. All while training over 1,300 doctors every year. Impressive, right? It's just another Banner day. Banner Health.
The Phoenix Suns have a new coach, a new GM, and some new young and talented players, but some things remain the same, like D. Book and D. Schwartz. That's Dr. Schwartz for those asking. Yes, the team eye doctor of your Suns is back for his 26th season. While he may not be able to dribble behind his back, he is the most advanced LASIK surgeon in the Valley. So for those of you interested in LASIK surgery, the Schwartz Laser Eye Center is offering free consults in Scottsdale, Glendale, and Mesa. Call 480-483-EYES or go online at teamidoc.com.
Brian Adams, Roll with the Punches Tour 2025. A night full of hits, live at PHX Arena, Saturday, November 15th. With special guest Pat Benatar and Neil Giraldo. Get tickets now at LiveNation.com.
Federal employees keep our country going, and GEHA is proud to keep them going with health plans exclusively for them. We were started by postal employees in 1937, and today we offer all federal employees a network of 1.7 million providers and a health plan for every stage of life. That's why we've been trusted by millions of federal employees and retirees across the country since 1937. GEHA. Find your federal health plan at GEHA.com.
The home of Phoenix Suns basketball, Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Well, in case you missed it earlier tonight in Las Vegas, it was the Aces knocking off the Mercury 89-86. But remember, folks, the Phoenix Mercury are in the 2025 WNBA Finals, and it's a best-of-7 series. That was just game number 1. So it is up to the Merc to bounce back. Game number 2 coming up Sunday in Las Vegas. But then Wednesday night, They come to Phoenix, and it's the Mercury versus everybody. We need you to create the best home court advantage in the WNBA. Just be in the building for this historical finals run and get your tickets today at phxmerc.com/tix. Right now, we've got 2:32 left to play here in Palm Desert. Suns lead the Lakers 82-58. It's been a pretty impressive display by this first-time playing group under Jordan Ott.
Yeah, we get a first look at Kaman Malawach.
There he is. The number 10 overall pick in the draft out of Duke has made his first entrance, and then we get an offensive foul that's going to be called on the rookie out of Duke.
Wow.
Kaman Malawach, as they call him, man on the floor, just got an illegal screen called in his first moment in an NBA preseason game. So we'll get back on defense with the Suns holding on to a 24-point lead. Nick Smith Jr. out on the floor for the Lakers, gives to Hayes in the right wing. Now Davis comes to get it. That's R.J. Davis, the rookie out of North Carolina. Lob to Hayes in the lane, went up for it, caught it, and then got knocked down and fouled. He's grabbing his lower back right now in some pain.
Wow, that's not good. Talk about a team that's shy on bigs. Obviously, you're big with LeBron James and Luka Doncic, but Jackson Hayes and DeAndre Ayton are pretty much the two bigs that they have, and Jackson Hayes grabbing his lower back right now, trying to stretch out.
It looks like he's going to walk it off and then get to the free throw line for a couple with 2:05 left here in the third quarter. And this will give us a nice opportunity to watch Malawach.
Yes.
And see what he can do against a guy who has been in the league quite a bit. Jackson Hayes, you talked about him. He's in his 7th season out of Texas and has been up and down during his time with the Lakers, but also this is now his 3rd season here with LA. Second free throw on the way. Got that one to go, and it's a 22-point game, 82-60. Hayes on the night has 7 to go with 5 rebounds. So it's Grayson Allen, Royce O'Neal, Colin Gillespie, Kaman Malawach, and Nigel Hayes-Davis in purple right now. Allen on the drive, gets all the way underneath, and tried to bounce it off Bronny James. It goes out of bounds, and it'll turn it over to the Lakers. They just got a little deep in that drive, and then there was no one there.
Yeah, there was only one way to pass the ball, and
Lakers bring Nate Williams back on the floor, checking in for Dalton Connect. So it's Bronny James with Nick Smith Jr., Williams, Davis, and Hayes. Smith brings it into the forecourt, plays catch with James, who spots up for 3 on the left wing, missed that one, and Malawach is up high for the rebound. Quickly hands it off to Gillespie and gets into the forecourt. Colin around a pick from Man-Man, puts up the 3, that's no good. Smith is there for the rebound for the Lakers. Minute and a half to go here in the third. Nick Smith Jr. driving left side, puts up a fadeaway blocked by Hayes-Davis, but a foul is called by Danielle Scott. It's going to be Nick Smith to the free throw line for 2.
What a big difference in the free throws tonight. That's definitely kept the Lakers in this game, but you like the aggressiveness of the Suns, and if that leads them to giving up free throws while the other team is only shooting 30%. You can live with that.
Nick Smith makes the first, and he'll have one more. That's his first point of the night. Make it 2 as he hits them both this time. Jared Butler's back on the floor for the Suns as he has checked in to replace Grayson Allen. And he gives it up to Gillespie, gets it back. Butler dribbling top of the arc. Spins on R.J. Davis to the free throw line. Jumpers up and in for Jared Butler.
What a nice controlled move by Jared Butler.
This guy has been known for his good decision-making in the league. His 5th season out of Baylor, and getting an opportunity again here as he runs into a screen from Christian Koloko and hits the deck. It's going to be a foul on the former Arizona Wildcat. Koloko is another big for the Lakers who just checked in. A 2-way player for him last year, and still back on a 2-way contract this year.
That's why you don't expect him to, kind of be in the rotation. He'll be up and down.
Yep.
But not much of the rotation.
Here's Jared Butler driving left side. Bounce pass out to Nigel Hayes-Davis. Now it's O'Neal. Swing to Gillespie, right wing. He dribbles against R.J. Davis, gets him into the paint, puts it off the window. Wow. Count that basket and the foul as Gillespie got knocked down to his backside. It's the deuce and the damage for Colin.
Yeah, great concentration there. He's dealing with the guy that's being very physical with him on the initial drive. And then he gets into the lane, and there's Koloko, so he's got to lift it up, put a little bit more arc on it, kisses it off the glass for the bucket and one. Nice just overall understanding of what's going on, being locked in mentally as to what he has to do on the play.
That's exactly what he was, and that was a pretty finish, and then he makes the free throw on top of it. So 8 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds on the night for Gillespie. He gets back on defense against Bronny James. He gets into the paint, puts it up past Gillespie, can't get it. Malawach another rebound, and a quick outlet pass to Hayes Davis. Suns into the forecourt with Jared Butler dribbling against Koloko. 25-point Phoenix lead with 20 seconds left in the third, 87-62. Butler on the dribble against Koloko. Down to 7 on the shot clock. He hesitates, spins, fades. It's blocked by Koloko. Malawach gets it, puts it up, missed it off the rim. It gets batted out to Butler with now 4 seconds left in the quarter. Royce O'Neal going to have to fire it at the buzzer, and it's just off the mark from 3. And at the end of 3 quarters of play, it is the Phoenix Suns 87, the Los Angeles Lakers 62. Fourth quarter straight ahead from Acrisure Arena in Palm Desert, California.
At Fry's, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix, guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with low prices in every aisle. And you never compromise your appetite with our golden brown bread that's baked fresh in store. And you never compromise your wallet with our low prices. Fry's shoppers never compromise. Fry's. Fresh for everyone.
Every day, reliable, comfortable, connected. Every day you rely on power. At APS, we work around the clock to deliver some of the most reliable power in the country. But with Arizona's extreme weather, outages can happen. Stay safe and informed with alerts by keeping your contact information up to date. And visit our outage center for updates online or on the APS app. For more ways to stay safe and informed, visit aps.com/brighter.
The wait is over. The 2025-2026 NBA season is here, and Suns basketball is back. Join us for the Coca-Cola and Fry's Food Stores tip-off on Wednesday, October 22nd at 7 p.m. against the Sacramento Kings. Every fan in attendance will receive a free T-shirt courtesy of Coca-Cola and Fry's Food Stores. Secure your seats today at Suns.com.
Local sports leader. Mornings, it's Bickley and Marotta, 6 to 10 a.m. Bickley and Marotta, 6 to 10 a.m.
I like Vinny a lot.
I like you too, Bick. Middays, it's Wolf and Luke, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Wolf and Luke, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. What is that? What's going on, Luke? Afternoons, it's Burns and Gambo, 2 to 6 p.m. Burns and Gambo, 2 to 6 p.m.
Burnsy, what's going on?
Arizona's biggest sports personalities are on the local sports leader.
Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
The Phoenix Suns play here. Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Time for the fourth quarter here in Palm Desert, California. And so far through 3, it has been pretty impressive stuff for the Phoenix Suns. They lead the Lakers by 25, 87-62. Our score, Devin Booker leading the way with 24 points and 7 assists, TK.
Yeah, and what you like most about is these guys buying into Jordan Knott's system, their style of play that they want to carry on through the season, and you can see bits and pieces of it here, and they're doing it pretty well right now. Taking care of the ball, getting good shots, open shots, they're cutting. They're not standing around. Even if a guy looks like he's got a layup, someone else is cutting from the other side. So all on the same page. It looks good to start.
And not only that, we've got an added level of excitement because we're getting our first look over the last minute of the third and now into the fourth of Kaman Malawach, the number 10 pick in the draft. The Suns acquired in that trade with the Houston Rockets, sending Kevin Durant to Houston. And now the Lakers will inbound with Nate Williams.
Rasheer Fleming snuck on the court as well.
Yeah, it's our first look at Rasheer, who they moved up to get with the 31st pick in that draft, the number 1 pick of the second round. Here's Nick Smith stepping stepping into a 3 left side. He knocked it down, but his foot was on the line, so it's a long 2 for Nick Smith Jr. He's got 3 points on the night, and it's a 23-point Suns lead, 87-64. Jordan Goodwin is also checked in for the Suns, as here comes Nigel Hayes-Davis into the lane. Fadeaway jumper, no, rattled out. And Koloko the rebound for the Lakers. We've got Connect along with Koloko, Bronny James, Nate Williams, and Nick Smith Jr. Now we get a whistle and a foul as an offensive foul is called. Jared Butler taking a charge.
Doing a nice job reading the play from the weak side, seeing a guy a little bit out of control, rolling to the basket. Butler gives up his body, takes the charge, and makes a nice play.
Got my favorite initials on the team. Jared Butler. Yeah, it's good initials.
A little JT action there.
As he brings it up the floor from right to left, running the point right now as we're just a minute into the fourth quarter. Butler gives to Hayes-Davis right side. Dribbling against Nick Smith Jr. Backing him down. Turns, shoots, missed short. Rebound Koloko. And the Lakers with the ball down 23. Bronny James with the handle. He's going to stop for 3 and miss that one long. Rebound tipped up and taken by Malawach off the rim. Hands it off to Jordan Goodwin. Now he sets a screen for Goodwin. And Goodwin penetrates, gets into the lane, dumped to Malawach. He missed the jam, but a foul is called on Koloko off a dime from Jordan Goodwin.
Yeah, Jordan Goodwin. Yes, that Jordan Goodwin, ladies and gentlemen. He could play for either one of these teams.
Yes, he could, and has. Bounced back and forth, was with the Suns first, then went to the Lakers, and now he's back with the Suns. As he came over initially with Bradley Beal from Washington. Now Malawach with a chance to get into the scoring column. First free throw off the back rim, no good. That's something he did very well.
Yes.
An 80% shooter at Duke. Native of South Sudan, just 19 years of age, and recently 19.
And what, been playing basketball for 5-6 years?
That's it.
A lot of upside.
Just potential for days.
Potential.
And they are very excited to work with him because the energy he brings also stands out. Just the person that he is. And it's been very, very impressive to watch him work.
Sudanese people, is that correct?
Yep, South Sudanese.
They all seem so happy. They all smile a lot.
He's certainly crazy in his characteristics as he makes the second free throw and is on the board for his first point in the Suns uniform. Lakers have the ball down 24. Here's a 3 from Connect. That's off. It'll bounce out of bounds, and the Suns will take over with 10:13 left to play. Got another new addition into the lineup for Los Angeles. Anton Watson, as they have added several players to the roster since they gave me the one to prepare for. Here's Jared Butler driving to the right wing. His pass deflected by the aforementioned Watson, who gets the steal. Over to R.J. Davis, his runner, up and in off the window. First bucket for Davis. He's got 3 points off the bench. Now Butler trying to return the favor. He drives all the way the length of the floor, had it knocked away and blocked at the rim, but they're going to call a goaltend on that?
Play was made by Jordan Goodwin. Got the ball out of bounds, looked up the court, found Butler, kicked it ahead, and they get another quick hoop after a hoop on their end.
6 points on the night for Jared Butler, who now gets caught by R.J. Davis behind him, ends up fouling him. Davis hits at the rim and the foul. He'll have a chance at a very tough three-point play.
R.J. Davis got a little quicks in him, huh?
He does.
Change of direction.
Shoot it, too. And now we're going to get another substitution for the Suns. Nick Richards will replace Kamal Malawach, who had his 5 or 6 minute run out there starting in the third and into the fourth. Picked up a couple rebounds and a point at the free throw line.
David Duke Jr. stepping on the court for the first time tonight.
Yeah, that is his son's debut. Duke, the veteran who spent time with the Brooklyn Nets and now makes his way over to the Suns after splitting last season between San Antonio and Brooklyn. And now Duke with the ball, swings to Hayes-Davis, open for 3. That's no good. Long rebound taken by Dalton Connect. Suns by 21, 90-69, 9:20 to play. R.J. Davis dribbling past Duke, gets underneath, and a bump and a foul whistled on David Duke. So right now it's Duke, Goodwin, Fleming, Richards, and Hayes-Davis on the floor for the Suns. with just over 9 minutes to play. And the next game coming up Friday morning, 5 a.m. start from Macau, China against the Brooklyn Nets next Friday, a week from today. Koloko, bounce pass over to Davis, top of the arc. He swings to Watson, but it's going to be a carry called on R.J. Davis. That's a call you think could be made a lot more than it is in the
sure
league.
Could in the NBA.
Got one here in the preseason. Noted. 9 minutes left. Duke gives to Goodwin. Now left corner Fleming for three. That's off the back rim. Long rebound fought for. Duke lost it. Richards had it. And then we get a foul called on the Lakers.
A couple of good things happened on that play. Rasheer Fleming just catching and shooting. Something that, he's got to do. He's got the ability. No hesitation. And then Duke flying in for that rebound.
Now a catch and shoot from Goodwin that doesn't go. Rebound taken by Koloko, and Nick Richards fouls him. So the Lakers will have it down 21 still, 90-69. And you talk about Rasheer Fleming. That is somebody we're going to be watching now. We don't know how much action he's going to see, but he's obviously out there right now.
Yes.
And they have high hopes for the young man.
They sure do. Kind of a late bloomer. Really came to Duke. Not Duke.
St. Joe's?
Oh, yeah. I was talking about the player. But, Rasheer Fleming from St. Joe's. And I take a little bit of a liking to it. That's where my dad played.
Yes.
Yeah, coached by the great Dr. Jack Ramsey. Went to the Final Four back in 1961. Ohio State, Cincinnati.
And the Hawks. Great basketball city.
Yeah, Philadelphia.
Yeah. And great tradition. And Rasheer Fleming, the latest to come out. 31st pick in the draft. Yeah. Now we got a couple free throws made by R.J. Davis.
R.J. Davis trying to take over this game.
He's looking pretty good. In his time, he's got 10 points off the bench. Now Richards open for a jumper right elbow. That's an air ball, but Goodwin tracks it down. Gets it out to Duke. He'll miss a three from the right side. Fleming an offensive rebound in traffic, and he draws a foul.
Those are the plays you like to see from the young fella. Get out there. You don't always have to have the ball to be impressive. That time's just great fight, getting position on the offensive glass, picks up a foul in the process.
He's one of those guys, 6'8", but plays so much bigger. He's got that wingspan of well over 7 feet. Nick Richards on the drive gets knocked down by Koloko, but a foul is called. Koloko will pick it up, and Richards will get to the free throw line with 8:15 left to go. 90-71, the Suns on top. Richards started the night with a couple big throwdowns early.
He sure did.
7 points off the bench.
Attacks the basket well for a big man.
An opportunity at the free throw line where he misses the first. And Richards now 1 for 2 from the stripe tonight. He's got a couple rebounds, an assist, a steal to go with his 7 points. Also has my favorite tattoo of the Phoenix Suns.
Does he really?
Bob Marley on the left shoulder.
Oh.
Solid. The Jamaican native. Nick, of course, that's where he grew up, and then Bob as well. Here's Dalton Connect for three on the right wing. That's off the front iron. Long rebound knocked loose, taken by David Duke. Suns with it, up 19, and under 8 minutes left to play here in Palm Desert. Jordan Goodwin backs up for a three that's no good straight away, and Connect has his hands on another rebound. Dalton Connect, 6 of those boards tonight off the bench. Now he drives, gives it up to Williams in the right corner. His three, no good. Batted back out to Davis, though, and the Lakers will reset. 12 on the shot clock. R.J. Davis penetrating, then he steps it out. Three on the left wing is around the rim, no good. Rebound batted off the window and taken by Richards. The Suns have it. Quick outlet pass. Rasheer Fleming brings it up the left wing, backs it out to Richards. Now right side, it's Goodwin. Jordan Goodwin directing traffic. Bounce pass to Richards, right side. Posting against Williams. Turns to the baseline. Tried to underhand a pass to Goodwin. It's stolen away by Davis. And here come the Lakers in transition. Dalton Connect got bumped and fouled by Rasheer Fleming before he could get to the rim. And that'll stop play with 7:03 to go.
The Lakers back at the free throw line in the bonus here.
They are indeed, and it'll be Dalton Knecht to do the honors, where he has yet to attempt a free throw tonight. We saw him have that flamethrower out, and it made you think, like, is this guy going to be like one of the best rookies in the NBA? I don't know that the opportunities came as strong through the season.
Out of favor, at times he played, and then he disappeared for a little bit. Just never got the full trust of the coaching staff last year.
On October 17th of last year, 35 points, made 8 threes on 13 tries against the Suns. And you just started to wonder, like, did they get another diamond in the draft in Dalton Knecht? And here he is, just in year number 2 out of Tennessee, making the free throws. He's got 3 points on the night, and it's an 18-point Suns lead. David Duke driving, puts up a runner that almost sticks between the rim and the backboard, just rolls off, and the Lakers bring it up with Bronny James. Left-hand dribble on the left wing. Dumps it for Davis, around a pick from Watson. Swings back to Bronny. Now left corner, Knecht for 3. He got it. So Dalton Knecht doubles his input on the night from 3 to 6. And we get a timeout for Jordan Ott. With 6:28 left to play, the Suns lead down to 15, 90-75, and we're back after these messages.
Suns fans, join FanDuel today. You'll get started with $300 in bonus bets if your first $5 bet wins. Plus, after the game tips off, you can even combine live prop bets into a same-game parlay for a chance to win big. Play your game with FanDuel, official sports betting partner of the Phoenix Suns. 21 plus and present in Arizona. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets, which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT STEP to 53342.
Federal employees keep our country going, and GEHA is proud to keep them going with health plans exclusively for them. We were started by postal employees in 1937, and today we offer all federal employees a network of 1.7 million providers and a health plan for every stage of life. That's why we've been trusted by millions of federal employees and retirees across the country since 1937. GEHA. Find your federal health plan at GEHA.com.
It's any card for the win right now at Mountain America Credit Union, which means it's time to score some cash, up to $500. Simply use any Mountain America debit or credit card now until October 31st, 2024 to be entered into a weekly giveaway for up to $500. Visit macu.com/anycard for official rules or to apply for your Mountain America card. Loans on approved credit. Membership required based on eligibility. Offer can change or be withdrawn at any time.
This isn't just a game, it's a once-in-a-generation event. The Harlem Globetrotters 100-year tour. Celebrate 100 years of high-flying dunks, 100 years of show-stopping moves, and 100 years of changing the game. Bring the whole family and be part of the legacy. This game is once in a century. Be there at PHX Arena on February 28th. Go to HarlemGlobetrotters.com for your tickets to the 100-year tour.
Suns basketball, Arizona Sports 98.7, and the Arizona Sports app.
Down to the final 6:28 left to play here in Palm Desert, California. The first of 4 preseason games for the Phoenix Suns. Lakers will play 6 of them, as customary for them.
They always play a lot.
They do. They get it going. And it's apparently a big part of their whole mission in the preseason, which is something they do differently than a lot of the other teams around the league. Meanwhile, for the Suns, they'll head to Macau, China, take on the Nets next Friday and next Sunday. Then return and face these Lakers again on October 14th at Mortgage Matchup Center, downtown Phoenix. Look forward to seeing many of you there for the final preseason tune-up. And then, of course, the Coca-Cola and Fry's Food Store's home opener, October 22nd, 7 o'clock. Suns and Kings is when the season starts for real. Right now, they lead the Lakers by 15, and they have the basketball. And a quick foul in the backcourt committed by Nate Williams against Jared Butler. So that'll bring, and now Williams and Butler pushing each other in the backcourt. We're going to get a technical foul on Nate Williams. I don't know idea where that came from in the preseason.
Wow.
That Jared Butler and Nate Williams would get into it. So Williams got the foul first and then a technical for shoving Jared Butler as the two of them were just jawing at each other. And now we're getting another technical foul. Carl Lane has just indicated a second technical.
To who? But now they're waving him off the line, so it must be a Suns player.
David Duke just picked one up.
Yeah.
So that'll nullify the free throw from Butler for the technical, and now it'll just be for the foul that was initially committed. And that was committed by Nate Williams, who picks up his fourth personal. That was very interesting. There's Jared Butler at the line wearing some bright lime green kicks. And he gets the first free throw to fall. Butler's been good tonight in his limited action, 9 minutes, but he's got 7 points, 4 assists off the bench. And he makes the second free throw, making a 17-point Suns lead, 92-75. Bronny James, it's up in the air and swings to Watson on the right side. He'll hand it to Connect for 3, and that one goes halfway down before popping out. Nigel Hayes-Davis grabs the rebound. Outlet pass to Butler, who drives, puts it up on the run, just rolls off the rim that time for Butler. And the Lakers grab it. Bronny James quickly into the forecourt. Watson hands to R.J. Davis. He penetrates, puts a floater up and in, just inside the free throw line. And R.J. Davis continues his good shooting night. He's 4 for 5 from the floor, 12 points off the bench for L.A. 92-77 Suns, 5:40 to go. David Duke open for 3 right side. That's an air ball, but Nick Richards there to clean it up. He'll put it up and in off the window.
Yeah, nice job by Nick Richards, and seeing that it's going to be short, go and grab it, put it back for himself.
Give him 9 points and 3 boards off the bench on the night. And it's a 94-77 Suns lead. 5:20 to go. R.J. Davis penetrating. Brings it over to the right wing. Then floats one off the high glass. It just rolls off no good. And Nigel Hayes-Davis is there for the rebound. Brings it up the floor. And the Wisconsin Badgers stand out before he went over to Europe. Last 8 seasons, including the Euro Cup MVP last year in Turkey. Now he fights for a loose ball in the lane. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anton Watson. And it'll stay with the Suns.
That's really good play. Take it with a grain of salt, but having played over there, they don't like giving that MVP to Americans.
Exactly. You've talked to me about that before. That's a huge deal for a guy to get it.
It really is. He played really well and was just that obvious of the best player. So,
quick inbounds pass for Sheer Fleming, spotting up for 3. It goes off the high glass after hitting the rim and out of bounds, so that'll give it back over to the Lakers. So Fleming has had a couple opportunities from that short corner.
Because they got a lot of big-name Euros over there now, guys that have played in the league and gone back to Europe with their clubs and everything. So that's pretty big honor.
No question about it. Lakers with the basketball, down 17, 94-77, 4:40 to play. Bronny James, defended right now by Kaman Malawach, who just checked in. Now Goodwin comes over to get a strip. He's into the forecourt on a break, bounce pass to a cutting Duke, who got caught up with man. They were both going for it. Or rather, Fleming was down there with Duke, and it gets knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, now we're seeing a little bit of that, preseason basketball. Everybody's just not, completely sharp. They're fumbling the ball, have a pass, just can't finish it. The effort's there. The results just aren't coming right now.
And we get an offensive foul on L.A. as Jordan Goodwin was knocked down and fouled on a screen. Christian Koloko picks it up. His 5th personal in 7 minutes. That's pretty efficient fouling. 4:15 left to go. 94-77 Suns. And it is Malawach back on the floor with Fleming, Goodwin, Butler, and Duke. Jared Butler doing the ball handling. Brings it across the timeline from right to left and gets a screen from Goodwin. Penetrates with the left hand and spins to the dotted line. Bounce pass to a cutting Fleming, but a travel is called before the bounce pass as Butler dragged his pivot foot there in the lane. That gives it back over to the Lakers. 4 minutes left and a 17-point Suns lead, 94-77. Koloko hands to Bronny James. His pass deflected, but taken back by James. Now Davis penetrating into the paint. Trying to post up against Fleming. Backs it out to Connect. Here's Koloko with 4 to shoot. Quick pass down low, connect, had it stolen away by Butler. Suns on the move again, quickly into the forecourt. Butler bounce past Fleming in the lane. Back out to Butler. Quick pass to Fleming. He'll go up, hang, and hit off the window.
Nice play. Koloko's long. Put his body on him, hung, and kissed it off the glass.
First bucket of the night for Rasheer Fleming as he gets his first points in his Suns uniform on the hang and hit to the left baseline. 96-77, Suns on top with 3:15 to go. Here's a 3 for Bronny James that doesn't go. And Kamau Malawach goes up high again to grab rebound number 5 on the night. Malawach still looking for his first field goal. Now here's a lob to him. He'll throw it down with both hands right on cue. David Duke served it up, and Man threw it down for his first jam in a Suns uniform. Timeout, J.J. Redick and the Lakers. 3 minutes left to play. It's the Suns 98, the Lakers 77.
At Bell Bank, the Valley is our home, and we're committed to investing in our community. With 4 locations across the Phoenix Metro, you'll find all the financial tools you need to reach your goals. Whether you're saving for the future, starting a business, or buying your first home, we have the experience and expertise you can count on. And we're proud to be the official bank of the Phoenix Suns. Visit Bell.Bank to learn more. Bell Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The Suns are your game ticket to ride. When the Suns play at home, your game ticket doubles as Valley Metro rail fare. Good as early as 4 hours before the game and through the end of the transit day. Skip the hassle of traffic. Save on parking and ride straight to the arena. Exit on 3rd Street in Jefferson or 3rd Street in Washington. It's fast, it's easy, and it's all part of your ticket to ride. Find out more at valleymetro.org/Suns or download the Valley Metro app.
Yates Buick GMC is proud to introduce our 2026 starting lineup of vehicles built to perform. Leading off, the GMC Sierra 1500. Power, capability, and strength. Up next, the Buick Envision. Sleek, stylish, and designed for comfort. And holding it down, the GMC Yukon AT4 Ultimate. Bold, rugged, and ready for anything. Yates Buick GMC, serving the Valley for over 40 years with honest prices and world-class service. Visit us in person or online at yatesbuickgmc.com.
Oh, you didn't know? Gila River Resorts and Casinos is Arizona's #1 casino, and no one does it better. So, play hard, relax like a movie star, party like a rock star, and dine like a king or a queen. However you do you, no one lets you take it to legendary status like we do. Gila River Resorts and Casinos. You do you. Visit one of our 4 locations, Wild Horse Pass, Lone View, Viquila, or Santan Mountain, or visit GilaCasinos.com to learn more.
The Phoenix Suns play here. Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Don't forget to be at Mortgage Matchup Center, downtown Phoenix. The start of the regular season's coming. It's the Coca-Cola and Fry's Food Stores tip-off Wednesday, October 22nd. 7 o'clock start as the Phoenix Suns host the Sacramento Kings. All fans in attendance will receive a free T-shirt courtesy of Coca-Cola and Fry's Food Stores. And you can get your seats now by going to suns.com/ticks. Just head over there, suns.com/ticks, and fire up some tickets to that home opener October 22nd, and if tonight's any indication, I think we're going to have some fun watching this basketball team play basketball. 98-77, Suns leading the Lakers. We've got 3 minutes left. They're just a little under. Bronny James on the drive, a lob to Koloko. He gets it knocked away by Malawach. Suns have it. Loose into the forecourt. It's Butler. He'll lay it in with the right hand.
Yeah, you see the push. The guys looking up the court. And if someone's open, kicking it ahead, putting a lot of pressure on the Lakers defense tonight.
8 points off the bench for Jared Butler in his Suns debut. Now here's Nick Smith Jr. driving into the lane. He'll fade and hit from 10 feet away. And Smith has 6, 100-79. Suns on top. 2:15 left to go.
Not many assists on the Lakers side of the ledger tonight. The Suns have 29 assists to 10 for the Lakers. A lot of one-on-one play.
Exactly. It's been a whole different vibe from their standpoint.
Again, that's going to be a number we'll look closely at this year, John Bloom. Can they get to that 30 assist number every night?
There's another jumper up and in for Jared Butler. This time a little floater from the right elbow as he keeps it going.
Yeah, he's playing well.
10 points on the night for Butler, the former Baylor Bear.
Yeah, looks really comfortable running that point guard slot.
He sure does. Bronny James Long three straight away, short. Long rebound, tracked down by David Duke. And the Suns have it with 1:40 to go. Leading by 23 points. Looking to ice this one away for a good start to the preseason. Butler, lob to Malawach, who catches, left block, posting up against Davis, gets into the lane, hangs, and is blocked by Koloko, but a foul called, and that's going to send Kamal Malawach back to the free throw line.
Nice little move. You had R.J. Davis on him, so definitely the size advantage. Nice little spin move. Got fouled going to the basket.
Sixth foul on Christian Koloko, so that's the limit for him.
Yeah.
He'll leave with 5 rebounds to go with those 6 fouls. Man at the free throw line for 2. He's 1 for 2 so far, and the first one's off the back rim, no good. So Malawach will have one more. 3 points, 5 rebounds in his debut so far in 8 minutes of action. He's 1 for 2 from the floor, and now 1 for 3 from the free throw line. Takes a couple dribbles, bends his knees, shoots, and hits. 103-79, Suns by 24. The final $120 here at Acrisure Arena. R.J. Davis into the forecourt. Fires to Watson and gets it back. On the dribble with the left hand. Around a pick from Watson. Now step back jumper from 20. No good. Malawach another rebound. Just takes up a lot of space down there.
Long.
And you're just not getting that from him. Now here's Butler to the rim. He'll lay it up and just miss it. It rolled off the cylinder. Down under a minute to go. Lakers bring it left to right. It's Smith for 3. No good. Bronny James saves it around his back, and Watson up high for the rebound. Now Smith gets it back. Drives to the free throw line. Hesitates. Swings to Davis. 5 seconds to shoot. R.J. Davis. Fadeaway jumper. Around the rim and drops. He's been a bright spot for the Lakers tonight. R.J. Davis now 14 off the bench. 5 of 8 shooting. Down to 35 seconds to play. And the Suns' lead is 22. 103-81 as Butler dribbles in between the circles. Now he backs it out. And just allowing the clock to dribble off with 20 seconds to go. Butler between his legs, penetrates, then steps back, fires a 3, and misses that one. Bronny James, the rebound, has it stolen away by Jordan Goodwin. He'll dump it over to David Duke, and he will just hold on to the ball. Final seconds ticking off the clock, down to 3, 2, and 1, and that'll do it. Suns win. 103-81, the final score at Acrisure Arena in Palm Desert, California, where they open up the preseason with a solid debut performance under new head coach Jordan Ott and company.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it, John. Solid. You know, nothing spectacular right now. They're still working on a lot of things, but they came out and played well. They took care of the ball. They shared the ball very well. They had a lot of open looks. You know, they made some, they missed some that you expect them to make, but a good, well-rounded performance by everybody.
Yeah, all things said, when you consider 7 practices and a shoot-around is what they've had together to come out, play with the energy and the vibe that they had tonight, carry it over from what they've been doing in the practice gym was impressive, and we'll continue to talk about it after we take a quick break. Suns win it here tonight, 103-81 our final. You heard it all right here on the Phoenix Suns Basketball Network.
Suns fans, a new season means a new chance to shine. And just like your Phoenix Suns, Ford's starting lineup is ready to rise to the occasion. Whether it's the strength of F-150, the boldness of Bronco and Bronco Sport, or the speed of Mustang, Ford brings the power, style, and capability to drive what's next. So rise and shine, Suns fans, and get behind the wheel of your new Ford truck or SUV today. Only at your Desert Ford dealers, proud partners of the Phoenix Suns.
Every day, community, supporting, giving. Every day at APS, we support Arizona community organizations and our customers, giving back to help Arizona teachers, nonprofits, and families, volunteering to support and strengthen neighborhoods, working with local partners to provide customers with crisis assistance and other services when they need it most. To help your community or find assistance for yourself or someone you know, visit aps.com/brighter. This ad is funded by Pinnacle West shareholders.
The Phoenix Suns have a new coach, a new GM, and some new young and talented players, but some things remain the same, like D. Book and D. Schwartz. That's Dr. Schwartz for those asking. Yes, the team eye doctor of your Suns is back for his 26th season. While he may not be able to dribble behind his back, he is the most advanced LASIK surgeon in the Valley. So for those of you interested in LASIK surgery, the Schwartz Laser Eye Center is offering free consults in Scottsdale, Glendale, and Mesa. Call 480-483-EYES or go online at teamidoc.com.
Arizona Sports, the local sports leader. Mornings, it's Bickley and Marotta, 6 to 10 a.m. Bickley and Marotta, 6 to 10 a.m.
I like Vinny a lot.
I like you too, Bick.
Middays, it's Wolf and Luke, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Wolf and Luke, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. What is up? What's going on, Luke? Afternoons, it's Burns and Gambo, 2 to 6 p.m. Burns and Gambo, 2 to 6 p.m.
Bernsey, what's going on?
Arizona's biggest sports personalities are on the local sports leader.
Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
The NBA season is officially here, and we're going hard from start to finish. Every player is showing out. All 30 teams are locking in. To win it all in this league, fans and players need to give everything. All season long. The American Express NBA tip-off begins October 21st on ESPN, NBC, Peacock, and Prime.
The wait is over. The 2025-2026 NBA season is here, and Suns basketball is back. Join us for the Coca-Cola and Fry's Food Stores tip-off on Wednesday, October 22nd at 7 p.m. against the Sacramento Kings. Every fan in attendance will receive a free T-shirt courtesy of Coca-Cola and Fry's Food Stores. Secure your seats today at Suns.com.
You've been listening to the Phoenix Suns and exciting NBA action. The Suns are brought to you in part by Gila River Resorts and Casinos, Banner Health, official healthcare partner of the Phoenix Suns, Mountain America Credit Union, the exclusive home of the Suns card, and FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Make every moment more. This is the Phoenix Suns Basketball Network. Here comes complete post-game coverage. It's time for the wrap-up of the game on Suns Report, driven by CarMax. Buy with confidence from CarMax.
Back inside Acrisure Arena, John Bloom, Tim Kempton with you, along with our engineer Mike Noto. Ali Narini producing inside the studio. Suns producing a 22-point win in their preseason debut. Final score tonight, 103-81. They knock off the Lakers here in Palm Desert, California. And again, this was a performance that we knew they were going to have to set the tone with energy. We knew there was going to be a lot of movement. We were told that beforehand. How did you feel like they came through with those things?
Yeah, I think everything that Jordan Knott told us came through tonight. Obviously, no LeBron James, no Luka Doncic. The defensive intensity was, I thought, very good. They held them to 31% shooting, turned them over 22 times, and got 27 points off of that. Yeah, there were, more fouls because of that aggressiveness, but because of that aggressiveness and the D that they played, they held them to 31% shooting. So there's a little give and take there, and then offense. You look at the assists on the night for the Phoenix Suns, 29 assists on 38 buckets. So the movement is there, the team play is there. They got a lot of guys in the scoring column, and like you said, John, I think they checked off a lot of boxes as to what Jordan Knott and his staff wanted to see tonight for the first preseason exhibition game.
Yeah, it's not necessarily about wins and losses.
No.
It obviously feels better to win than to lose.
Sure.
But when it comes down to a performance like this, I think there is a lot to be happy about. And we'll talk about some of the individual numbers next.
No. Gila River Resorts and Casinos is Arizona's #1 casino, and no one does it better. So, play hard, relax like a movie star, party like a rock star, and dine like a king or a queen. However you do you, no one lets you take it to legendary status like we do. Gila River Resorts and Casinos. You do you. Visit one of our 4 locations, Wild Horse Pass, Lone Butte, Vicuiva, or Santan Mountain, or visit GilaCasinos.com to learn more.
The Suns are your game ticket to ride. When the Suns play at home, your game ticket doubles as Valley Metro rail fare. Good as early as 4 hours before the game and through the end of the transit day. Skip the hassle of traffic. Save on parking and ride straight to the arena. Exit on 3rd Street in Jefferson or 3rd Street in Washington. It's fast, it's easy, and it's all part of your ticket to ride. Find out more at valleymetro.org/Suns or download the Valley Metro app.
Millions of fans agree. This Christmas tradition rocks. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, live in concert, presenting The Ghost of Christmas Eve, the best of TSO and more. November 30th, 2 shows, 3 and 7:30 p.m. PHX Arena. Tickets on sale now at livenation.com. Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
The home of Phoenix Suns basketball, Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Suns a winner tonight, 103-81 over the Lakers in Palm Desert, California. Looking down on the floor, seeing some of the guys that didn't get on the floor out there running some sprints. That's part of the preseason vibe.
Routine,
how about the individual numbers? Devin Booker leading the way tonight with 24.
Yeah, Devin Booker, got it going. Like we said, it's his team again. From a leadership standpoint, but also putting up points. They're going to count on him big. Dylan Brooks shot the ball well, 3 of 4 from behind the arc. They really got it going in the first quarter. Shot the 3 well, and they had plenty of looks in that second quarter. Just couldn't get it going.
Yeah, they had 9 makes at the half. They end up with 13 for the game on 41 tries. And again, Booker with 24 to go with 7 assists. You mentioned Brooks with 10, 13 from Grayson Allen, who really set the tone early, knocking down a couple of those shots like you mentioned. And then 12 off the bench for Jared Butler, who came on strong down the stretch. They got 9 each from Royce O'Neal, Nick Richards. You also had good contributions from the bigs. Nick Richards, as I mentioned, had the 9, but then Kamon Malawach came in late. And I just want to get your impressions because we only saw 10 minutes or so of man, as they call him, but he had 4 points, 6 rebounds, and made some plays out there.
Yeah, he's young, he's talented, and he's got a lot of upside. Fun to watch him play because he's got that enthusiasm. He wants to get better. He wants to work at it. So looking forward to him. And the other great part about it, he doesn't have to start. He isn't thrown to the wolves right now. You got Mark Williams. You have Oso. You have
Nick Richards.
Yeah. So, hey, take your lumps. Go down G League. Use that as best you can. Get your minutes when we can here with the big team, and just learn your rookie year because you're going to be a heck of a player. He's going to have a nice career.
Yeah, it certainly seems that way, and a good start tonight. We'll come back, wrap things up from Acrisure Arena, and bid you adieu next.
It's any card for the win right now at Mountain America Credit Union, which means it's time to score some cash, up to $500. Simply use any Mountain America debit or credit card now until October 31st, 2024 to be entered into a weekly giveaway for up to $500. Visit macu.com/anycard for official rules or to apply for your Mountain America card. Loans on approved credit. Membership required based on eligibility. Offer can change or be withdrawn at any time.
The wait is over. The 2025-2026 NBA season is here, and Suns basketball is back. Join us for the Coca-Cola and Fry's Food Stores tip-off on Wednesday, October 22nd at 7 p.m. against the Sacramento Kings. Every fan in attendance will receive a free T-shirt courtesy of Coca-Cola and Fry's Food Stores. Secure your seats today at suns.com.
Give up bread to reach your health goals? We would never. Hero Bread makes soft, fluffy, and delicious bread, buns, tortillas, and more, all with ultra-low net carbs, 0-gram sugar, and high fiber. Each serving boasts more protein than conventional grocery store options, so you can crush your macros. Hero also drops other limited edition, ultra-low net carb baked goods, like rich, flaky croissants, and more. Find Hero Bread at your local Sprouts or Whole Foods Market, or online at hero.co. That's HERO.co.
The Phoenix Suns play here. Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Down the stretch we come here on the Suns Report post-game style after a 103-81 Suns win over the Los Angeles Lakers. We are wrapping things up from Palm Desert, California. Suns start the preseason with a victory, and again a 22-point victory over L.A., and then it's a week before they'll play again, and a long journey. In fact, I think it's about a 17-hour flight out to Macau, China, where they will take on the Brooklyn Nets next Friday morning. We're going to light the lamp early for that thing, TK. It's a 4:30 pregame.
Yeah, so
5 a.m. tip-off.
Exactly. We're bringing you the game, so you can get up with us.
And I will be honest, I don't think I've ever broadcasted that early before, so it's going to be a fun one. We look forward to bringing you all the action of that, and hope you'll join us for that, as well as Game 3, which will take place in Macau on Sunday, a week from this coming Sunday as well. And that one's even earlier, a 4 a.m. start, which means a 3:30 pregame show for you. So, we'll be in rare
time
form
to make the donuts.
You're going to want to get up and listen to those broadcasts, all right? Tonight a win and a fun one to bring to you. We're excited to have you with us for another season of Phoenix Suns basketball. Want to thank Mike Noto. Great working with you as always, Mike. And we will be back with you shortly in Southern California. Also want to thank Ali Narini for producing back inside the studio, and certainly a special thanks to all of you for listening to another edition of Phoenix Suns basketball. Again, the final from Acrisure Arena in Palm Desert, California. Suns 103, Lakers 81. Until next Friday from Macau, China. For Tim Kempton, I'm John Bloom. Good night, everybody.
You've been listening to the Suns Report, brought to you by CarMax. With upfront prices and CarMax certified quality, that's the way car buying should be. Learn more at CarMax.com. This is the Phoenix Suns Basketball Network.
We could tell you what it's like to drive the Nissan Rogue and tell you all about its performance capabilities, like its VC turbo engine. It's I can go virtually anywhere type of freedom. Nice. But you don't have to take our word for it. Go drive it for yourself. You're up. Experience the power of the Nissan Rogue.
Drive the Nissan Rogue. Get 0% APR for 60 months on the 2025 Nissan Rogue, Pathfinder, or Murano. Visit your local Nissan store and nissanusa.com today. For well-qualified buyers, example, 0 down payment, 60 months financing at $1,667 per month per thousand financed. Actual down payment may vary. Subject to Nissan Motor Acceptance Company credit approval, not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. Ends September 30th, 2025.
Every day begins with the promise of something new. A new perspective, a fresh start. At Banner Health, right here, right now, we're pioneering new ways to treat cancer with our own immune systems. We're among the first to treat Parkinson's with the patient's own cells. And we're a world leader in artificial heart implantation. All while training over 1,300 doctors every year. Impressive, right? It's just another Banner day. Banner Health.
In a recent survey, when people were asked who they thought the best personal injury attorney in Arizona was, more than 9 out of 10 people chose Lerner & Rowe. In fact, Lerner & Rowe has been voted best personal injury attorney in Arizona for the past 9 years. Our experience, reputation, and proven results have made it possible for us to recover billions of dollars for over 150,000 injured people. At Lerner & Rowe, getting you the best result is what we do best. Hurt in a car, truck, or motorcycle wreck and need a check? Call us today.
Lerner & Rowe is the way to go. Call 977-1900.
This summer, you'll be loving how we're lending at America First Credit Union. Get new Visa credit cards with 0% intro APR for 6 months. Need a new ride? Get 90 days with no payments on new auto loans and 60 days no payments on RV and power sports loans. Our home equity loans start with an introductory 4.49% APR to refinance debt or take on that dream project. Start the summer fun now and your payments later. Apply today at AmericaFirst.com or visit a branch. Subject to membership eligibility, terms, creditworthiness, and conditions. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing opportunity lender.
I'm Kirk Herbstreit, and today I'm eating Raising Cane's.
Herbstreit's in the drive-thru again. Oh, hey, Kirk. What can I get you today?
I want a solid bench of 4 chicken fingers that are real difference makers. Sprinkle-cut fries with dynamic ridge patterns, Texas toast, and cane sauce with an air of smugness that comes from knowing you're the best. Now back to you, Todd.
So the usual.
Make Raising Cane's part of your game day lineup. One love.
Live from Lerner and Rowe Studios and Arizona Sports 98.7 FM, this is the AIA Friday Night Football Wrap-Up Show. Here's your host, Cody Cameron.
Well, how about that? Coming to you live from Lerner and Rowe Studio out here in Paradise Valley, Arizona. It's a new home, but it's the same great show. We welcome everybody into the AIA Friday Night High School Football Wrap-Up Show. Thank you all listeners for staying with us. And thanks Arizona Sports 98.7 for allowing us to continue to spotlight everything that makes Arizona high school football so great. And how about this, everybody? This is our 20th year anniversary of our show being on air. It is amazing. Happy times. I'm your host, Cody Cameron. Year 2 for me doing this. We have Allie and Ryan behind the board here. And we get to start this show here on Arizona Sports 98.7 with some undefeated football. And I am talking about Tolleson Union Wolverines. Absolutely love it. We have head coach Rich Welbrock, his son Griffin Welbrock, who I'm going to say it right now, just does it all, right? And I said, absolutely, we cannot have Tolleson in here unless Griff is here. I don't know if he told you that, Griff, so it's good to have him. And then we have a couple players in here, too. So starting the show here, Arizona Sports 98.7, we bring in the 6-0 Tolleson Wolverines and a big win last night over Kellis, getting it done 21-7, and then obviously rattling off 5 in here before they jump back into region play, playing Millennium, Desert Edge, Verrado, and Canyon View to finish off their season. We're going to bring in head football coach Rich Welbrock, which, heck, man, I feel like I've known you now for 6 or 7 years. This is exciting. I get to actually interview you here across the desk this season. It's fun, amazing. You're a great players coach and a tremendous leader on campus. How's it been for you, Coach?
Oh, it's been really, obviously, very exciting for everybody. It's just a different feel, obviously, when you get on a roll like this, and it's a different feel for the kids, our staff, our community, and it's just really fun to be, fun to go to work every day.
Like I said, 6-0, 21-7 victory over Raymond Kellis last night. When you look at this group of kids, and I know you've put so much time and effort of, I don't want to say building Tolleson, but making Tolleson, where they are today. What is unique about the group you have this season?
They like each other.
There you go.
I mean, it's pretty easy to see. They laugh, they get along. And, there's a lot going on with dynamics of every football team. But, they like each other. They like hanging out with each other. And it makes a huge difference.
Griff, I'm going to pass the mic over to you here, man. Offensively, you guys are cooking. I mean, tremendous offensive. I feel like the last 6 weeks, just lighten up the scoreboard, lighten up the stat sheet. For you being, and this is your same thing, year 3, year 4 for you at Tolleson here?
Year 5.
Yeah, year 5 for you guys here. What is fun about that offensive group?
Anybody in any given moment can take it to the house, make a play we needed to. Last night we had about 3-4 receivers make a play we needed to, get big first downs. We got 2 running backs. We got 11 touchdowns between 2 running backs. We got 5 offensive linemen that are moving piles and making holes for the running backs and giving young men time to make reads. And it's an all-around effort right now, and anybody's making plays, and it's really fun to coach that type of offense.
We got 2 players to the right of you here, and I got to set the stage here for our listeners. They left their homecoming to come to the Lerner Rowe studio and kick off the Friday Night Wrap-Up Show here. Talk about these 2 individuals here. We got studs on both sides of the football.
Guys that have been with us for 4 years, which is something that's really cool. Bought into everything that Coach Welbrock and the rest of those coaches have been saying for 4 years. Now it's kind of fun being 6-0 with these 2 and the rest of the seniors that we have right now. They've kind of stuck with it. This is the fruits of the labor right now. They've grinded through this, and they deserve this 6-0.
Let's bring in senior wide receiver Rico Blasingame. Rico, how about this for 6 games? 41 catches, 758 yards receiving, 10 touchdowns within the 6. We're watching film before we started here. You being the senior leader of this team, watching the offense really blossom this season. How fun has it been so far, man?
It's been super fun. It's definitely been the most fun year of my high school career. Without my linemen and my quarterbacks, my other receivers doing what they're supposed to do, and my coaching staff building this offensive scheme. it's been great.
Yeah, watching that tape with you out there in the meeting rooms, your offensive line group gets after it. You guys run a ton of screens, a lot of rocket screens, some quick screens, boundary and in the field side. And the big beef getting to the second level, blocking in front of you, man. How much credit do you give to those guys for the offensive success here this season?
All the credit, for real. It makes it easy for me. Just catch the ball and find the open space.
One of my favorite things about covering Arizona high school football, Rico, is watching players like yourself get opportunities to play at the next level. And you hear it all the time, right? I've been here for 8 years, where you have a group of people say, oh, you have to go to Saguaro, you have to go to Chandler to get opportunities. You're a living example that you do not have to do that. You could ball out at Tolleson, be a leader at Tolleson on the campus, and get opportunities to play college football. Currently verbally committed to Minnesota. What does that mean to you, Rico?
I would say it means the world. The loyalty and the relationship I've built with my coaches is really honorable, and it feels so much more better.
Let's talk defense. I'm a defensive guy. You know, we like to get after it. Aiden, I'm going to bring you in here. Aiden, watching your tape, I mean, just right now, we have 12 tackles for loss. Is that an updated stat?
That is updated.
12 tackles for loss. You were telling me he got after it in that Kellis game last night. Aiden, your favorite part about playing on the defensive side of the ball for the Wolverines?
It has to be just being able to attack the quarterback, making him, feel pressure, making him throw the ball up to our DBs. And, our DB's been making plays-ish. Just coming in really good last game, too. Just has to be going after that quarterback.
39 total tackles, 12 tackles for loss, and 5 sacks. Aiden, when you look at this defensive unit, and you guys are rolling, too, this season, what makes this year's group special?
Everybody just gets after. Everybody bought in, and everybody swarms the ball. It hasn't been like that, and it's nice having that. It's the family bond that we have this year for sure.
You're playing some of the top teams the next 4 weeks in the 5A conference: Millennium, Desert Edge, Verrado, Canyon View. What do you guys need to do as a team to finish this one out, Aiden?
Take it step by step, go one game at a time, which we've been doing and we're going to continue doing.
I want to ask both you guys here, Aiden and Rico, what's your favorite memory of being a Tolleson football player?
I would say that this moment right now, just being 6-0 with my brothers and being able to celebrate that, but we got a lot more work to do, and we got more plans and bigger accomplishments to go for.
I would say just, building a family bond, especially with these coaches this year. It's been amazing.
Head football coach Rich Welbrock, you're 5. Look at that. It went by fast.
It did.
Went by fast. You look at this going back, like I said, the 6-0 start. You guys played Millennium, Desert Edge in 2 weeks, Verrado, and then finish the season off at Canyon View. What would you like to see from this team here at the finish?
Just, getting better every day, getting better every week. We kind of last night came in after 6-0, very excited, but why not us? Why not now? It's one of those deals. It's a great group that's stayed together, and we're going to take it 1 week at a time. In this case, less than a week. We play on Thursday night next week, and so getting it, doing everything we need to do to prepare mentally and physically, and rolling out there, see what goes down.
I said October 3rd, Friday night wrap-up show. These two players just left homecoming. Coach, last question for you. You guys have fun as a team. Do these two have dance moves? Can I get after it? No?
I'm not aware.
Rico's like,
It doesn't look like either with those facial expressions afterwards. For those of you that can't see it, those facial expressions, probably their dates are probably the dancers of that foursome.
Is he correct, players? Any rebuttal, or you got some moves, Aiden?
I know a few teammates.
Oh, Rico's like, get down.
Rick's already passing it.
I don't got no moves. Definitely the dates.
Gentlemen, I appreciate you guys coming into the studio here at Lerner and Rowe Studio. Tolleson Wolverines start 6-0 on the 2025 season. Guys, appreciate your time.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks a lot. No worries. Guys, stay tuned. We got a full slate of some of the state's top reporters coming up next. Arizona Sports 98.7, the local sports leader.
At the Pima Medical Institute Open House, you'll find more than your path to a career in the medical, dental, or veterinary field. You'll find your inspiration and true potential, visiting classrooms, feeling what it's like to be a real student, Come to the Pima Medical Institute Open House, October 21st through the 23rd, and you might just find yourself. Save your spot now at pmi.edu. That's pmi.edu. See you there.
Downy Rinse and Refresh. Break up with stinky clothes.
Rinse it out. Every now and then I get a little bit tired of the stinks that just will never come out. Oh, Downy in the rinse change. Every now and then I rinse it out. One wash and it delivers. One wash, it smells so clean. Downy Rinse and Refresh, it's a dream.
Downy Rinse and Refresh. Fights odor in just one wash. Guaranteed.
There's a time of year when the sky is blue and the colors of the fall leaves are at their peak. If you want to capture the moment, it's best to do it soon, before the fall leaves fall. Good things rarely wait, much like that Lexus you've been dreaming about. At the L Certified by Lexus Fall Collection Sales Event, get offers on select pre-owned models, each with an unlimited mileage warranty for up to 6 years, exclusively at your Lexus dealer. Click the banner to discover more.
Valid for 2 years after expiration of 4-year 50,000-mile new vehicle basic warranty, or 2 years from L Certified purchase or lease date, whichever occurs later. See dealer for details. Offers end November 3rd.
You've got enough to think about. Leave the electricity to us. We know you count on our power, and it's a responsibility we never take lightly. That's why we're proud to provide 99.9% reliability, 24/7, 365 days a year. We've powered our community for more than 130 years, providing the safe, reliable, and affordable service you depend on for your modern life. Live, do, celebrate, and TEP will be there, powering your life's moments.
Whoa, it's you, the Capital One Bank guy.
That's what they call me.
Mind if I get a selfie?
Yeah, sure thing. Save no fees or minimums on your Capital One checking account.
Wow, that's a keeper. So, where are you heading?
I'm off to spread the good news that Capital One helps people keep more money in their wallet with no overdraft fees.
Oh, you're the best Capital One Bank guy.
Hey, mind if I get a selfie?
Sure.
Say, Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One NA, member FDIC.
I'm here on a job site with Tim, who owns his own electrical contracting business.
3 employees and 2 work trucks.
Tim traded up to Geico Commercial Auto Insurance. We're positively here where he needs us most.
They sure are.
With step-by-step help on all his insurance needs, all for shockingly low rates.
Shockingly low, huh?
Just a little bit of electrician humour. Do you get it?
I got it.
You know, it feels like we have a real connection. All right, I'll stop.
Get a commercial auto insurance quote today at geico.com and see how much you could save. Get more with Geico.
KMVP FM Phoenix, Arizona Sports, the local sports leader on 98.7, the Arizona Sports app, and the Arizona Sports YouTube channel.
This segment of the show is brought to you by Salad and Go. Good eating shouldn't be complicated.
See, that's pretty messed up by Jim Barnett, the PA announcer of the Arizona Cardinals. One, I appreciate the lead-in. But, guys, every time he's going to lead in with food, I'm going to be hungry. So this is going to be a tough, and I'm going to be hungry the rest of the show. But you are listening to Arizona Sports 98.7. It's the first time the AZ Preps Friday Night Wrap-Up Show has been on here for, I think, the first time for 8 years. I'm excited to be on here. I'm your host, Cody Cameron, and that full slate of sports reporters begins now. And I got to shout out the man, the myth, the legend as being the very first caller in for the Friday Night Wrap-Up Show on Arizona Sports 98.7. And we bring in Mr. Lee Patterson. Lee, welcome. Welcome on 98.7. How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing well, Cody. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's a good time. Sports director at KATO AM in Safford. And we get to talk one of the longest rivals in the state of Arizona, Safford High School versus Thatcher. Thatcher just coming off a huge win last week, snapping defending 3A state champs Push Ridge's 17-game win streak last week. And Lee, we talked during the week and said, hey, if the Thatcher's healthy, that is a tough team to stop. Unfortunately for the Bulldogs, I was coming into this one 2-4 into this game. It looks like they ran into Dan Jones's offense that is explosive this season. Take it away. What happened at Eastern Arizona College tonight?
Well, it was kind of a weird game. Safford was in the game most of the first half. They turned Thatcher over 4 times tonight, and they weren't able to come away with any points off those turnovers. They cut it to 14-7, and they had a chance to cut the 28-7 lead to 28-14 just before the break, and they threw an 85-yard pick six, and then it was then the runaway was on. It was 35-7 at halftime. Thatcher actually added a second pick six later in the game. They had an 85-yard pick six and a 55-yard pick six in the ball game. Their offense is good, but add those two pick sixes to that. But they ran for 280 yards. They had 474 total yards of offense. But they did turn the ball over 4 times. I didn't get a chance to talk to Dan Jones after the game, but I have a feeling even though it was 49-7, I don't think he was happy with that performance.
I'm sorry, did you say 4 turnovers in the first half for the Eagles?
They did, yes.
Oh man,
they turned it over on their first 3 possessions, and Stafford didn't come away with any points, and then they still rolled up 49 points. So it wasn't the prettiest of performances for Thatcher, but they'll take a 49-7 win over their rival any day.
Yeah, probably pretty fired up halftime talk there from Dan Jones and company as well. But it does speak to their defense, and their defense has played lights out. I really look at those last couple of games, dating back actually the first week of September, Lee. That Ben Franklin loss, I know they took some thumps. I know Coach Jones's son was out for the next couple of weeks, and you played Danny Norris's Ben Franklin team. You're bound to take some licks. High school football, right? They had some injuries in that Florence and Push Ridge game, but I look at that last week, that Push Ridge game. Push Ridge is a very good football team still. The reigning 3A state champs. They held them to 14 points, and I think that showed. And once again, we were texting back and forth this week that Thatcher defense, if they get hot, matched with an offense that you called one of the best Thatcher offenses you've seen the last couple of years, can be a dangerous team. The last 4, Santan Foothills, that Payson Sabino game, both of those should be good matches, and they end with Coolidge. I'm going to put you on the spot. Thatcher kind of locking in a top 3 seed here. I know it's early, but they kind of look like they're locking that up here right now.
Right now, they've definitely hit their stride. They've got Santan next week, which Santan's having a tough season. So if they're going to rest some guys that are banged up, I think they got away pretty healthy tonight. Payson had a big win over Blue Ridge tonight, 43-14. So Payson, after taking their lumps at Round Valley last week, back on the winning side of things. I think that really is going to be the game. I think if Thatcher's able to control that high-powered Payson offense with their defense, that's when we're going to know, yep, that team's ready for the playoffs. But you and I have seen them the last several years in the playoffs. It doesn't really matter how Thatcher finishes the season, because once that second season starts, you really don't want to see them across the line from you.
They are so good in the month of November, and the 3A conference is full of mayhem, Lee, and I'm excited for you to be the front runner right there with me coming. And in 2 months, it's actually 1 month away. It's October 3rd right now. It's crazy.
1 month away. Yeah, we're down the home stretch in football.
Man, look at that. Lee, you have a great night, sir. Look forward to talking to you more here on Arizona Sports 98.7.
All right. Thanks, Cody.
No worries. Guys, we're going to stay here. We got our next caller coming in, and we get to kind of move to our first number 1 versus number 2 matchup of the season. And it happens to me in the 1A conference, 8-man football. Yes, we play 8-man football in our great state of Arizona, but our good friend Andy Morales is going to come on here and talk about that. We're going to put some scores together here. Guys, if you have any scores or anything you want me to talk about on this broadcast, every Friday night from about 9:30 to 11:30, make sure you tweet at me at Cody T. Cameron, and we'll get it rolling. So, and I'm getting the cue. We already have Andy. We got Allie and Ryan just kicking total butt over there behind the glass. We bring on in one of the top reporters in all the Southern Arizona land, AZ Preps 365 writer, Andy Morales. Andy, my good friend, how you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Doing well, man. And you had one of the top games in the entire state here in the 1A conference. We had Desert Heights Prep, at number 5, Desert Heights Prep, number 4, Ray, number 3, Ray. 8-man football, 2-time defending champ, Hayden traveling to face second-ranked St. David. And you're here to tell us everything that unfolded. So, Andy, take it away. What happened in a matchup, number 1 versus number 2?
Well, the divide is pretty huge between...
Oh, Andy's got some bad service. That's tough. While Andy comes back on here, we will tell some 1A scores. The 1A conference is interesting. It is the only 8-man conference and all of the AIA. And like I said, those top 5 rankings are interesting. Number 5, Desert Heights Prep. Number 4, Ray High School. and the two top teams, St. David and Hayden, on here. But some of these scores: Ray beat Duncan 40-14. Mogollon High School beat Sedona Red Rock 58-6. Baghdad, which is always very, very loaded, they beat Mojave 50-0. Siloam High School beat Valley Lutheran 54-0. Superior puts it on San Manuel 44-18. And Williams, the Vikings, they beat Joseph City 68-6. But once again, the number 1 versus number 2 teams, Hayden Lobos versus St. David Tigers. Maybe we get Andy back on here once his phone reconnects for the 8-man football. But outside of that, it's pretty good. We just talked to Lee Patterson about 3A football and a couple big scores that we are going to get to later with a couple of our reporters. A ton of undefeated games here. Ton of undefeated games past the halfway point in the great state of Arizona for 2A and 3A football. Ben Franklin, Gilbert Christian, we'll get that score update in a couple segments, but the Chargers, they look rolling in the 3A conference. But some other scores here. Dysart beats Shadow Mountain 40-14. That Payson Blue Ridge game, small community football. Folks, when you listen to the show on Friday nights, we will talk small community football all the time. I was born in a small community. I love 3A football, but we're going to head back down to 1A. Looks like, Andy, you're back on. Andy, Hayden, St. David, 1A football, take it away. You're back on. What did you see? Andy, you good? We got you.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go for it.
All right, good. All right, we're good.
St. David and Hayden.
The divide between number 1 Hayden and the rest of the state is pretty huge. 51-14. St. David hung with them for a while, but, I think it's the 31st victory in a row for Hayden, and I don't think anything is going to
100%. And Andy, you might be off here again, but Hayden is lighting up the scoreboard. That's a Lobos team, Andy, that is averaging over 50 points a game. And they're doing it with a couple kids that had some pretty good experience off last year's team. The thing about I love all these communities, Andy, they're all multi-sport athletes. I think we have.
Can you hear me? Keno Larona?
Keno Larona. He's one of my favorite players in the entire state.
Yeah, he did it with his interceptions, rushing, defense. He's just unstoppable. He's basically maybe a Division III player on a 1A team, and it's just difficult. Difficult for the small schools to handle.
I believe he's a all-state catcher too for their baseball team as well. He is a tremendous athlete, and like you said, at 8-man football, he's kind of doing it everywhere offensively and defensively. But he is a truck stick in the backfield too for Hayden. But I mean, when I was saying before you broke up there, this Hayden Lobos team, they've averaged 50-plus points throughout the entire season offensively, and they've beaten these teams by a margin of 40-plus as well. So the divide between, like you said, the divide between 1 and 2 seed tonight, but also, 1 and 6, maybe Williams. They played Williams last week, beat them 55-12. That is a huge gap in 1A football this year.
Yeah, the coach was a little upset at the defense against Mogollon. 40-something points, but then Hayden almost doubled that.
That's amazing.
It really didn't matter. And they basically have taken the man away from Mogollon. Hayden is the team to beat. A lot of seniors, though.
It is a lot of seniors.
It's going to be interesting about next year.
Really quick while I have you, Andy, talking Southern Arizona football. We had some crossover games here tonight. Mountain View played Buena down there, but Marana Tigers. These rankings are going to come out here in 2 weeks for the 5A. Marana number 1. I don't know if you've seen Desert Edge at all, but do you think the Tigers deserve to be number 1 here when these rankings come out?
I think the loss to
South Point
might help them, but did South Point lose today?
I believe they were losing to Mesa High School 24-7 in the third, so I'd assume that Mesa had the transfers come in.
Yeah, I think Marana and Desert Edge are going to get obviously a bye. Hopefully they're on opposite ends of the bracket, but Marana might get the higher. Depends on strength of schedule. We don't put that up anymore.
It's true.
But it's going to be close. And then again, of course, you have Desert View. The good thing about they're going to be undefeated, probably 10-0. The good thing this year is those teams aren't forced to be in the open division.
Yep, 100%. Andy Morales, AZ Preps, Southern Arizona staff writer. Enjoy your Friday night, sir. I'll talk to you next week.
All right, thanks.
All right, coming up next, it's our weekly East Valley report. Some of the top teams in the state and some of the best reporters in the state giving you all the live action on Arizona Sports 98.7, the local sports leader.
Hey, it's Pat. The other day at work, they brought in pizza for lunch, so I swooped in and I grabbed 3 slices. The coworker next to me said, "Geez, Pat, you can't have it all." Then I corrected him and said, "Yeah, I can, and you can too. With a new 2025 Toyota truck, power and performance, capability and reliability." Well, I must have convinced him because he grabbed the plate out of my hand and he said, "Good point, Pat."
Right now, get low 1.75% financing for 72 months on a new 2025 Tundra. Or get 2.99% 48-month financing on a new Tacoma SR or SR5. To check out great deals on your favorite Toyota, visit your Valley Toyota dealer or valleytoyotadealers.com today. Toyota, let's go places. 1.75% with $14.64 per thousand borrowed for 72 months. 2.99% with $22.13 per thousand borrowed for 48 months. 0 down payment if you qualify. Offers exclude TRD Pro and Trail Hunter models and N93025. See dealer for details.
I'm Kirk Herbstreit, and today I'm eating Raising Cane's.
Herbstreit's in the drive-thru again. Oh, hey, Kirk. What can I get you today?
I want a solid bench of 4 chicken fingers that are real difference makers. Crinkle cut fries with dynamic ridge patterns. Texas toast and cane sauce with an air of smugness that comes from knowing you're the best. Now back to you, Todd.
So the usual.
Make Raising Cane's part of your game day lineup. One love.
Every day begins with the promise of something new. A new perspective, a fresh start. At Banner Health, right here, right now, we're pioneering new ways to treat cancer with our own immune systems. We're among the first to treat Parkinson's with the patient's own cells. And we're a world leader in artificial heart implantation. All while training over 1,300 doctors every year. Impressive, right? It's just another Banner day. Banner Health.
We could tell you what it's like to drive the Nissan Rogue and tell you all about its performance capabilities, like its VC turbo engine. It's I can go virtually anywhere type of freedom. Nice. But you don't have to take our word for it. Go drive it for yourself. You're up. Experience the power of the Nissan Rogue.
Drive the Nissan Rogue. Get 0% APR for 60 months on the 2025 Nissan Rogue, Pathfinder, or Murano. Visit your local Nissan store and nissanusa.com today. For well-qualified buyers, example, 0 down payment, 60 months financing at $1,667 per month per thousand financed. Actual down payment may vary. Subject to Nissan Motor Acceptance Company credit approval, not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. Ends September 30th, 2025.
This segment of tonight's show is brought to you by Raising Cane's. One love.
Welcome back into the studio here. We're going to have some updates as we climb to the 10:30 segment. And how about 3A football? We already had the Thatcher report. So I got to tell head football coach Dan Jones that Thatcher football was the very first team talked about in a reporter here at Arizona Sports 98.7. So Coach Jones like that. He's big Twitter presence out there at Thatcher High School. But let's stick into 3A. The Ben Franklin Gilbert Christian game we will get to very, very soon here with Jason Skoda. But how about some of these scores? Chinley beats Ganado 26-15. Dysart beats Shadow Mountain 42-14. Talked about this one a little bit. Payson beat Blue Ridge 43-14. That is a huge win for head football coach Brian Burke and the Payson Longhorns, one of my favorite programs in the entire state of Arizona. And Coach Burke has that team rolling here. Winslow beat Monument Valley 46-42. Thatcher beat Safford. Seton Catholic playing Valley Christian right now. I'm actually getting updates in that game. We're going to have Brett Quintine on. Mr. Brett Quintine, who's also the Saturday morning co-host for the AZ Prep Saturday morning show. He's broadcasting that football game at Seton Catholic. And that game's going back and forth big time there in Chandler. Valley Christian is leading Seton Catholic 48-38. Brett Quintine told me That football game lasted an hour and 40 minutes in the first half, so we're not going to get Brett on here. But I want to dive into this Ben Franklin-Gilbert Christian football game. Ben Franklin rolling to start the season. They went 6-0 off the first 6. And so did Gilbert Christian. Coach John Carlson, year number 3 for Gilbert Christian. What's great about this football game is you have head football coach Danny Norris at Ben Franklin. He pretty much, I'm not going to say he started Gilbert Christian, but he was putting Gilbert Christian on the map. Takes over Ben Franklin a couple of years ago. They hired John Carlson, former NFL player, and he's doing, both of them, doing amazing things with both programs. But for both to be 6-0, I probably saw it with Ben Franklin that you go, I'm around that program a lot, the way they attack the weight room, the way they're players, they're just leaders on and off the field. Didn't know too much about Gilbert Christian outside of a couple of the seniors they had. But for them to start 6-0 with big wins over Sabino, Seton Catholic, ALA Ironwood, I feel like head football coach John Carlson and his Knights program, that's one of the top teams in 3A football right now and really, really have impressed me. So when I was looking at this matchup, I'm looking, hey, we might have a chance for another one, too. Seeds here in the 3A conference battling it out. And I talked to head football coach Danny Norris, I believe on Wednesday, about this football game. And he said, hey, they are so well coached on film. They get after it. They have a couple key star players and they let those guys play. And I think that's what's really, really special about kind of that matchup. And so we're going to get our AZ Preps 365 staff writer, Jason Skoda, who is hot on the mic here on Arizona Sports 98.7. The 2 undefeated 3A teams, Gilbert Christian, Ben Franklin. Jason Skoda, how are you, my friend, and how did this one turn out?
I'm pretty good, Cody. How about you?
I'm doing fantastic.
Good. Good new studio. I'm glad to hear we're still going at it, so it's great to hear.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, you never expect when you go to a 3A game, just you're used to the Bills, but this is an interesting game that, with this 7-0, both teams were 6-0. We had Ben Franklin coach Danny Norris, who is the former coach at Gilbert Christian. So